This is big problem.
Hang on.
This is big problemo. Very big problemo this is. I hmm. I think he might be Spatha. Like this is unacceptable. He knows he's already on thin ice. He's been on thin ice for a very long time. I think this is the straw that has broken the camel's back. Like this is just unacceptable. I want to know the details about this. Yeah. Yeah. I think that is the straw that hath broken the camel back. Um yeah, well, we're gonna be in meetings for a while tonight, guys, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we are going to be in the meetings for probably very longish time. Oh, I think my food's here. I'll be back. All right. Love meetings because of quotes. A lot of people do.
Why is this room so quiet?
I was about to say it's awfully quiet tonight. Nobody said a fucking word.
Like, I know why I'm quiet, but like, why is everyone else quiet?
Chilling.
I'm reading SOPs.
Reading SOP. Victor, don't waste your time reading the SOPs. You're probably not gonna have a job soon, unfortunately. A little late to be reading SOPs, Victor. It's a little late, buddy. It's a little late, buddy. I gotta be honest. It's a little bit too late on that one.
Hello, James McAllister.
Hello, I'm James McAllister, budget number 005 with the San Andreas State Marshals. How are you today?
I'm a marshal. I fight super terrorists. I'm good. How are you?
You're not a marshal, you don't fight super terrorists.
I was impersonating you.
That's a terrible impersonation.
I thought it was pretty on par.
Yeah, it was
you'd
quite
come out with
fitting.
more energy.
Yeah, you need more energy.
When I find more energy, I'll tell you.
What? Why are you shushing me?
I got my dinner.
Oh,
Alright, sorry guys, I'm kind of multitasking a little bit. It is 20 after it is July 15th, 2026. We get the meeting started. Got a couple of at least one announcement for today. I see the mayor's cabinet in the back there. Do you guys want one of you guys want to come up here and say things?
We're just in Falconer.
Okay, all right.
I'm not part
I'm
of the
pretty
mayor's
sure
cabinet.
Falconer is your
Falconer.
is your
Yeah.
Hi,
Not
Justice
representative,
Falconer, the mayoral cabinet representative.
Calm down, McAllister. Alright, yeah, I'm not part of the mayor's cabinet, but I'm here to announce something the mayor's cabinet has done. They have started the repeal process for the ODPD. It has automatically went to a public vote. The ballots are open and have been open for about like
9 hours.
9, 10 hours. It lasts 3 days, so it'll end Friday, kind of shift 1 into shift 2 time. Maybe could you put something on the board for me, please? This is what the ballot will look like because some people think it's confusing. So I'm showing it to you guys beforehand because hopefully you're not idiots. If you want to get rid of the ODPD, which one do you choose?
Yes.
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 No. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I was saying that as a joke.
Well, many people, well, the 10 people went up to the ballot and were confused. And I counted 75 people going up to the ballot while I was there, so yeah.
Oh,
Any
fuck, that's a lot of
questions on-
people. What the fuck?
Any questions on why can be directed to Cass. Any questions on the legalities of stuff? Ask me, I guess.
Sometimes you can't fix stupid. It's not a you problem. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Any
I've been trying to fix
questions?
Odette for a while now.
Bitch, I'll kick you in the dick. Shut up.
I'd like to try.
Questions going once, twice? Nope. Alright, perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any announcements? Okay, Odette.
Hi, I can't be bothered going to the stand. Hey, if off-duty government employees are being taken hostage, under no circumstances are we allowing the hostage takers to take one of them with them. Absolutely no. I can't believe I'm making this announcement. Please. Let's be smart.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking straightforward. I mean, 9 times out of 10, we don't let hostages go with anybody anyway, no matter what. So, yeah, don't do that. Thanks, greatly appreciate it. All right, anybody else got anything? No one. No one. I mean, if not, we'll make this meeting quick. We can do bits, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Speed running these meetings nowadays. All right. We'll do bits. First quote for tonight. Your disabledness upsets me, Crystal.
Harry?
Yeah, that was Perry.
It's alright, she's not disabled anymore. At least not
Glad-
physically.
What the fuck?
Oh, she has her memory back?
I said at least not physically.
Next quote. I'm sorry, I'm not into furries.
Remy.
That was not Remy.
McAllister.
Oh man.
Not McAllister.
I do remember saying that though.
Sounds like denial.
Is
No,
this
but-
some? Yeah, I was gonna say, is this someone talking to Reggie?
No, it was not being. Reggie was not the
That's terrifying.
conversation. This is Shift 2 LSPD female.
Aphrodite?
Nicky.
No and no.
Gemma.
Sorry?
Look at shift 1. Tori's BCSO.
It was not Gemma, no.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it.
Mona.
Not Opal, not Mona.
Ruby York.
Nope, not Ruby.
I don't know that many chicks in shift
Brandy
2.
1 or 2.
Brandy's 2 now? It's not Brandy. They are new.
Nami.
Yes, it is Nami. Yeah. Next quote. I got corruption for sucking somebody off.
McAllister.
Not McAllister.
I haven't been hit with corruption. At least not yet.
There's always time.
You want to
There's
make
always
20 bucks
time.
and catch corruption?
For the record,
Proposition me for corruption?
for the
No, I'm
record,
just
this
asking.
person,
Say it
this
again.
person who said this quote does not have corruption.
That one that went to the Zankuro Tower?
What?
The call
No,
was at the
no,
Zankuro Tower?
wait,
No?
wait, is it Eric Wong?
It's not Wong. No.
Jonah?
Nope, not Jonah.
Steel.
Not Steele.
What was the quote again?
Got corruption for sucking somebody off.
Who the hell has
Were they talking about Frodo?
I don't know.
Jonah.
Likely.
Not Jonah. Shift 3 BCSO female.
Remy?
Not Remy.
Odette.
It was Odette.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Yep. Next
Who
quote.
submitted that out of interest?
Who did submit that? I don't know.
Okay.
I might have actually just heard you say that on radio. I don't remember who submitted it.
But yeah, okay, all right, checks out.
That does sound like something you'd say.
Oh, Bar submitted it to me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Next quote. I'll slide back under you in a second, Odette.
Remy.
Yes, that was Remy.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah. And last quote for tonight. Of course you'd watch me stretch my stick, Odette.
Remy.
James McAllister.
It was McAllister, yes.
Yeah, he's the only man with a
I was
stick.
gonna say I don't have a stick.
She kept trying to watch me stretch my stick, okay? It was... Stop it.
Stop stretching your stick in front of me, pal.
Stop watching me do it.
Stop doing it in front of me.
Stop
On that
fucking
note-
looking at me.
The
Be a man
meeting's
and
gonna
face
be
away.
over, and we can get out of here.
Hey, Maple, we sidebarring?
You can't yet,
Yeah.
Maple.
We're sidebarring. Perry, did you see my text?
No.
Did Ricky talk to you?
Me and must be included.
Yeah, there's a.
Never.
No.
See you out there in 3
Be
hours,
gone!
Maple.
How long ago did you fucking text me?
Last night.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I saw those. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's it then. I just want to make sure that you were on that page. I mean, I think
He's
I
coming
think
to talk to me in like 3 hours anyway. I think.
Illyria is.
No. Woody.
Woody. Who the fuck's Woody? Woody.
No idea. I'm assuming that's a
Today,
shift 2
yeah.
one who's gonna represent her.
Woody's ODPD.
Oh well, there you go.
Not for much longer, probably.
Not for much longer, most likely.
See
All right,
you
we
back
should go to the chief's office for our taco debt. You guys are welcome
Yeah.
to be there for it.
Yeah,
if you-
we should. We should.
I don't know. Multiple officers have
I've
warrants
heard
for
this
their
one.
arrest. That they're all
Okay.
they're.
Hello.
Hello.
Is Perry coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he went. He's going to the fridge.
He's been a big back first. That's very fair.
Oh, I hate that. Sorry. The mime just trotted out, and its name is Eastern Standard Mime.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's funny. That's yeah. I know. I'll add another one to my list. I'll go 3 for 3. Don't worry.
Oh my god. All right. What the fuck did Victor
Sorry.
do?
Right. A shit show is what happened. Straight up. Let me hang on. All right, we were chasing a cash exchange. Victor was primary, and he jumps on radio and goes, "You know what? After that, I'm going to approve pits up to 120." And Davenport jumps on radio and goes, "No, you're not. Your command. That's a fucking local car. It can barely go 120." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then Steele approached me afterwards. Apparently, he was riding with Nami and another cadet. I can't remember which cadet he had. Nami was trying to write her statement for the cash exchange. So they were all looking at. Steele was looking over Nami's statement and stuff like that when they noticed Victor go in and start changing things in her statement.
The fuck was he changing?
I don't know. Apparently, he came over to her after that and tried to give her points and tips on what she was writing in her statement and stuff like that. To which Steele and Horvath said, "No, go away. Let us teach our cadet. Thank you so much." And it kind of left from there. And then later on, because we had Reggie in cuffs, but he got away. They ended up leaving Reggie in Milton's mods. So Davenport called on radio, "Hey, Reggie's here in cuffs. Who was at that cash exchange?" And nobody said anything. Davenport had to ask like 3 times before Victor shows up, and Reggie's just standing there in cuffs. Victor shows up and he's like, "Oh, are we arresting this guy? What's going on?" It's like, "Victor, was this guy in the cashy?" "Yeah, yes, he was." "Okay, then we're arresting him." And Victor just sat around for like sat around for like 20 minutes just doing absolutely fucking nothing. And Davenport, Castle, and I are standing there going like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you arresting this guy or are you letting him go? You need to decide." And he still was like, I'm like, "Just fucking go and arrest him. You know it's him, and be done with it." And he just sat around with his fucking dick in his hand while Reggie was stood there in cuffs for 20 minutes doing absolutely nothing. Like, even after being told to just arrest the guy and deal with it at MRPD.
He takes one step forward and somehow manages to fall backwards upside down.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, it is one thing to just stand around and not know what to do on a scene, but to come up to a cadet or a PPO who's writing their statement and start editing it and trying to tell them how to change their own statement. Not once do we ever do that. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand where he's got this notion.
Has anyone spoken to him yet?
I don't believe so, no. Nope.
I don't think there's anything he can say that's going to make me change my mind on where I stand with this right now, which, as Perry said, firing him. He knows he's on thin ice already. I've spoken to him about how he's on thin ice. He's made improvements, he's been doing good, and this is egregious.
Yeah, yep. I think he's just burnt his last fucking candle, and there's too much now.
Yeah.
We've ignored, we've helped as much as we can, but this is kind of it.
I would like to let Davenport know before I do it.
At this point, I think having him on duty is a liability.
I think so too. I want to pull him in here. I want to hear what the fuck his thinking is.
Yep. All right.
Ready to check.
10-2.
10-2.
275-297 direct. Two 275-297 direct. Victor, you on radio?
Just gonna lock down the prison before we go in.
Where is he?
He's on Strawberry northbound.
Oh, as for a TLDR of those cops that were held up, I think Maxwell was taken hostage, and according to the statements, D showed up to where Maxwell was hostage, so the guys came out and took D hostage, and then they were holding up Maxwell and forcing Maxwell to hold up D. And they were like, yeah, no, Maxwell's coming with us, we're gonna drive, and Shift 2 were like, well, they want to take Maxwell with them. And I was like, absolutely, under no fucking circumstances. If they don't agree to that, we're breaching them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Shift 2 were like,
sorry, I'm gonna figure that out.
They're
Cole.
going for Cole to get him food.
That doesn't need a lock.
I've been locking it down as we've been going up there because we're going in with lethal into the main courtyard.
Okay.
Cautionary. You already know what you're in here for, right, Victor?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about it actually.
Well, that's what I want to know. I want to know what you were thinking with a lot of these things. We'll start with the cash exchange, this pursuit.
Okay.
The call for high speed pits. What was going through your mind?
Yes, that was just that's why I'm currently revising the SOPs. I was just under the impression that was a call a primary could make, and not a call that required command approval. Because I'm trying to be more proactive in when I lead a scene, and that cash exchange was going on for about an hour already at that point. So as far as I know, other people always, that's kind of like the time frame when other people try to escalate things, because we are taking up a lot of units at this point, and are unable to patrol the city otherwise. And we got more and more people involved. So
I have
that's
a
what.
question.
Yes.
What else was going on at that time that we were missing out on by chasing the cash exchange?
I don't know. I was not monitoring other calls at that point.
I mean, I know nothing. That was the only call that was happening. That's why it went on for so long. It was the only call. We didn't have another priority call come in.
I know, but there's still other crimes going on, and I don't know. I feel like that's, like I said, it's 100% on me that I did not know at that point that this is a Command Plus thing. I apologize for that. Obviously, it won't happen again. But
it won't happen again.
Yeah, which was me trying to emulate what I see other people do.
So what was your only reasoning for the high-speed pits? Because the call was going on for too long, for a long time.
Yeah, and was like 6 hours. Yeah, and I've seen other people take that exact same call before.
Like, I mean,
yeah,
my understanding with this call, it was a local vehicle that you were trying to authorize high-speed pits for, as well.
Yeah, I went a little bit overboard with the 120. I should have probably just gone lower than that, 100. But yeah, that's, and it was just in, hey, we are taking, this is going on for a long time,
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, as you're well aware now, Command Plus are the only people permitted to authorize high-speed pits.
That's at Bolingbroke.
This is kind of exactly why. Typically for high-speed pits, for one, it's got to be something a lot more than just a pursuit going on for a long time. Usually, I don't think I've ever really authorized high-speed pits for something that's gone on for a long time. There's pursuits I've been a part of that have gone 2-3 hours that we don't do high-speed pits for. Simply because high-speed pits are something that are used to escalate and end a situation, then and there. Yes. Typically, when we do start going to high-speed pits, we're increasing a risk of a shootout. But we're increasing that risk because of actions and behaviors done from the people we're dealing with to constitute such a reaction. Things like if they're pitting us at higher speeds, if they're pulling out and blocking us, or if they're being aggressive with their vehicles and ramming us, I will always authorize high-speed pits when people take a suspect from our custody, because I don't stand for that shit.
Yes, makes sense.
But that's not a requirement, and again, it is a command-only call. I mean, at the end of the day, it has since the beginning of high-speed pitting initiated, it has always and will almost always be Command Plus, because that is a call that that Command needs to make. It is a very, very serious and important call.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying that I made it with the best of intentions, and it was my mistake. The problem is, it's kind of like that thing, I read the SOPs when I became cadet too early, and then at one point, it's kind of hard to know what you forget. And yeah, obviously no one ever sits as command. I approve these. People are just like, here, I don't know, Davenport said, and then Dark said. People I respect, people I look up to, people that I try to take, take as a role model.
Okay.
And
yeah. Moving on from that, what happened with your report? There was something you approached PPO about their report writing or something like that. Can you tell me what happened there from your perspective?
Sorry, could you repeat it?
When it came to writing a report for the situation,
yes.
You approached the PPO about the report writing with Steele and Horver there, and what was that all about?
What? I don't know. I just asked people to put in the statement, especially relating the two bathed vehicles. Then I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot to remember. Don't know what else.
Okay. Why were you adjusting somebody else's report?
I was a what?
Why were you adjusting or changing somebody else's report?
As in the statement?
Yeah.
I did not do that. Wait, is that about when I told Nami that she should not use the we in the report?
Perhaps. I mean, I wasn't there, but is that the context?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely didn't change. I was just like, standing with the others there, and then I was like, I just, flew over and then saw her state like, hey, we arrived, and I was like, hey, was just friendly reminder, hey, Nami, we should not be using a fourth person in the report.
So you did not change her report at all, or her
No?
statement at all.
If I had a problem with it, I would have talked to her directly. And I didn't mean anything. I wasn't mad or anything at her. I was just like, oh yeah, hey, I was just like giving a friendly tip, right? And then Steve was like, oh yeah, I got it. And then I immediately backed off.
Okay. What happened with Reggie at the tutor shop?
Okay.
Not tutor shop at
Milton's Mods.
What happened to Reggie at Milton's?
So yeah, so the problem is I never encountered this situation before. So I pulled up there and Reggie was there. There was someone else there that I didn't recognize. And I was like, okay, this is a very dangerous situation. So obviously I still get my car to out because it's a cash exchange. I, scout the surrounding, make sure we're not getting ambushed or something. And then I was a little bit worried I might be violating someone's rights since I was at that moment unsure if he was the same person that was in the cash exchange since she changed clothes. So I went with my I went to so I went to the whole 2-hour situation and I tried to remember if at any point he changed clothes into this, which she did not. But then later I remembered that he was for some reason masked in the cash exchange but not outside of the cash exchange. So after that I felt comfortable pushing it.
Do you remember what the call was made to get you to come down to Milton's?
Yeah, I remember Davenport asked, I don't know, I was doing something at that moment, so I didn't, so I called myself out and then no one else called themselves out, which made Davenport pissed.
Okay, but what was the call to bring you down to Milton's? What did Davenport say that made you come down to Milton's?
If I remember correctly, who was involved in the cash exchange?
Mm-hmm. Did what? So Davenport identified Reggie as the suspect in cuffs, correct?
I'm sorry. I don't remember that part too well.
Did Davenport say, "Hey, we've got Reggie down here in cuffs. I need someone that was on scene at the cash exchange"?
I don't remember exactly what you said.
Okay.
I can understand if it from externally was looking really bad, but the problem was that I was really slow. But yeah, I searched him, took his weapons of him, and then I was just worried. Hey, is it okay for us to actually take him or not? You know, because I never encountered that specific situation before that we had someone cuffed, but we were unable to identify him.
I mean, he was identified. We identified him, and that's why we called you down there. Maple, you got
Yeah,
any other questions?
I don't know what else to say.
Give me a minute, and I might.
I can just tell you the songs I had at that moment. It was like, what if we're taking now and then we arrest him, and then later it's like, hey, did you have proof that that was the same person?
Okay. I don't think I have anything else to ask. I'm not happy with this. You can go, Victor. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not happy with his answers.
No. There's no way he doesn't remember Davenport sitting there going, "Hey, Reggie's here in cuffs," because we 311'd it. We said it over radio multiple times. We have Reggie in cuffs. We need someone from that cash exchange.
Mhm.
And Reggie was identified in the pursuit multiple times by multiple different people, and he still sat around and just fucking legitimately. We were there for over 20 minutes with Reggie just there in cuffs while Victor sat around and ummed after being told to just go and arrest him or let him go. And when I'm sorry, but when I've got Steele and Horver coming up to me and saying he's editing someone else's statement in a report, I'm
inclined
gonna
to believe them.
I'm gonna believe them over him. I'm sorry,
I'm very
but
much inclined to believe them over Victor right now. I'm looking through the edit history right now. I have copied. I'm using OneNote. I've copied Nami's statement, and I'm looking through
Who the
all
fuck
of...
uses OneNote?
Well,
sorry.
I am. It's actually being very, very beneficial to me right now because I can copy the statements, and then I can overlap them to easily see any changes. It's pretty neat.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
I would say the only thing is though, we would have to get verbal word from them of which part we're looking at, because it doesn't save every time someone does something. It just saves periodically or when someone hits it.
Yeah.
So if you hit it during the time, we don't actually know if he's edited it or she was writing it.
Well, that's the thing, is that her edits are done at this point.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look because she had one. She had 2 edits here, and Victor had an edit in the middle of them. Let me see. Let me see what happened here.
I just received a text message that says, "Are you free? Can I ride you?"
Excuse
I
me?
responded, "Ooh woo," phrasing. Their response is, "What of it?"
Who said
Helen,
that?
Helen, EMS, or ex-EMS Helen.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever wanted to headbutt someone more than right now, I'll be honest.
Yo, am I
Hey,
good to come in, or should I wait outside?
You're good. What happened to What happened with Victor last night in the Nami statement?
Yeah, so it was, I think, me, Jason, Nami, and Steve were all like in a little mini stack, I guess, because we had just finished that forever chase with the besties and we were writing our statements. I don't recall who it was actually that came up to Nami and said, "Hey, you need to write this statement for this the incident where the faceless blew up the gas stations." It might have been Nikki. I don't remember, but somebody came up to her and told her that. She was like, "Oh, okay." So she stopped halfway through writing the statement for the Kashi, which was I think Victor labeled it. It's like Kashi goes long or something like that was the incident. But it was probably created 3 hours after storm yesterday, if I had to guess. Without looking, I wouldn't be able to tell you the number. So she's halfway through that, stops, and then starts working on the other one. I assume in a different tab in the MDT. Meaning like her, her place in the report, I guess, was still visible. So I think maybe Victor assumed that she was in the process of working on it. He comes up and I think pretty much almost immediately starts like critiquing her statement and saying like, "Can I sit down, by the way?"
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
have a seat.
Oh, I've got a break in my new lawn chair. Yeah, and he was like, "You're using the wrong person in this, and you need to change it." And he like, and I pulled up the incident, and he was like changing, like she had put "we," and I think Nami had put like "we" and "us" and stuff like that instead of like officers or units or names. Because she used, it was like Officer Nami did XYZ, and then after that she was like putting "we," like in, I guess to not just keep saying officers or whatever, but Victor was like pointing that out to her, which is, an accurate statement. But then from what I could tell, he was going in and like changing it for her. And I basically said in a nice way, I think I said something along the lines of, yeah, that's true, Victor, but I got it right because she was riding with me, and I was gonna still proofread all of her reports like she's asked me to. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do for a PPO, especially as an FTO. I communicated that to him, and I didn't think I was, being snippy or anything like that. And then somebody ran up and asked about one of the cars from that incident. I'm actually pull up IMDT for this, if that's cool, so I can recall which one it was. Okay, it wasn't actually VAFT. It was the muscle car. It was down below, and I guess the owner was asking about it, and it might have been Reggie. Was asking about the. Oh, he's doing the report right now. Was asking about what was going on with that, because I guess the owner was trying to figure that out. And then Jason had, I think he was just autopiloting, to be honest. But I think Jason had thought they were talking about the Tulip and not the other black vehicle. Because I think there was something from a previous incident down there, if I recall correctly. And he basically was like, "Oh no, it's fine. If it's not, if we don't know what it's for, just bring it up top and mark it up." And I was like, "No, let's double check with the." I think Jason just was trying to be nice and was a little hasty, and so I was like, no, let's just wait and double check, what it's for first. And then Victor was like, yeah, let's do that because that's getting a VAF. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't, and I was under the impression still that we only VAF the primary vehicle for incidents that were violent felonies
Or
or races or whatever, right? And so I had said, I had essentially said that to him. I said, I thought we only did the primary car. And then Victor said, no, the new way we do it is, and I'm pretty much a direct quote, the new way we do it is that any vehicle any original suspect gets into gets a VAF. And I said, okay, is that like is that like a policy change? Is it written anywhere? Because like I hadn't heard anything about it. And I as you guys I'm sure are aware, I haven't been on duty as it's not like I'm on duty every day anymore over the past couple months, right? So I didn't know if that was a change that was announced at a meeting and not written down or anything. So I essentially asked it like that, and he basically was like no, but that's the way we're doing it now. I was like, okay, sounds good, but can you like explain, like how recent was this? Is this like the way we do it for everything, or just banks or stuff like that? And I think Horver had pulled up at that time as well. By this point, and fuck, what else was said? I don't know. I think Horver was trying to explain it in a way that, like, because I asked him and he pulled up, and I think he was trying to explain it in a way that didn't necessarily say one of us was wrong, because I think he pulled up, and I was starting to get frustrated because Victor was like not really explaining like what the process was or anything. He basically just said these all get VAFs, and I was like, okay. And so he said it in similar words or whatever, and I was like, it's fine, I'll just call somebody and get like a single answer and get it sorted. So then I called Ricky and he explained it in like 1 minute, and I was like, cool, sounds good, thank you. And that was it. On the MDT side, I don't know if he actually edited anything or if he just started highlighting stuff to like change it. But he basically walked up and said the report was wrong, and then like was going through and like deleting shit and stuff. So that's the only context I have for that. The other thing that I told Odette last night when Horver had me speak to Odette about it, because I got a gut check from Horver because he was there. I wanted to see like if he also thought Victor was kind of being an ass, which I know is hypocritical coming from me, and I, said that as much to Horver and Odette. The other thing I mentioned to Odette was that this was a while ago by now, but Akira, while still a cadet, did an ELEO session with Victor for maybe like 2 hours or 2.5 hours,
Yeah,
and
I'm aware
then
of this.
okay, yeah, all right. Because Akira had brought that to my attention and basically asked what what I think he should do about it. And I said, well, I would just go to somebody, I would go to somebody in your shift, an FTO or PNT in your shift, and tell them, or command in your shift or whatever. Because, end of the day, yeah, Victor shift 3, but you're shift 2 cadet, right? So like, if anything, basically I just told him to avoid anything coming back on you, make sure you talk to, like a shift 2 FTO or whatever, and give him, your side of things. He was like, all right. But yeah, I don't. Do you have any other questions or anything? I tried to be as thorough as I could.
So you saw him in her statement, but you cannot confirm whether or not he actually changed anything, or
so he was doing here. I'll show you. Let's see if he's still in the. I mean, I could just use a more recent one. I can just use like most recent incident.
It's entirely possible.
Looks like
that
he's still
Nami was
working on
right
that
here.
one, but he was doing like if you go to the most recent incident, he was doing like this. Like he was going through and like highlighting shit. And then I went out of my MDT to look at, who was, because like Horvath pulled up, I think, and then I went back into it and like stuff had changed. And Nami had run away at this point, like because it was loud, and she like went to a different spot in the, like she went up by the stairs near the motor pool. So because she was working on that Marshall report still. I think she was getting distracted. So I don't think she was editing that report, but I mean, there is an edit history, right? So I mean, I'm sure we could just check and see.
I've been digging through it. That's why I'm
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
it's
pinpoint.
a pain in the ass. So Yeah, I think Nami was like a paragraph in to the statement or something, and then she had to she whoever had asked her about the Marshall report. I honestly don't remember. I think it was Nikki, but not 100%. Maybe it was Kylie. Fuck, I shouldn't say one or the other because I wouldn't be able to tell you. But they were like, hey, you just need to do this like immediately because it's getting FOIA'd and everything. So, she was like, all right, let me go finish this up. Yeah, I don't know. I was hesitant to mention it to anybody because I understand very well how things can be misinterpreted, or my tone can come across one way, and it doesn't mean that way, or like I can sound a lot more like an asshole than I mean to. So I didn't want to be like, hey, this guy's being an asshole, because it to me it seems super hypocritical. But I don't know. I just sometimes it kind of feels like the vibes get killed a little bit when he does stuff like that. So that's why I brought it up.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I can't give you a definitive answer on the MDT on the statement thing. I do recall at one point in the past that Akira had mentioned. I think it was Akira had mentioned to me. I know it was a cadet. Pretty sure it was Akira. Had mentioned to me that Victor told him to just basically aggregate statements, and like if you forget something part of an incident or whatever, just like look at another officer's statement and like remember that way. And like just basically put right what they put down. It's like, so that's the only reason the statement thing even was a red flag to me, because I had remembered Akira had mentioned that previously. That is all I got, I think.
Are you riding with Nami right now?
I am.
Can you send her here?
I can.
Thank you.
One moment. What was that? I'm sorry.
You're all good otherwise.
Oh, okay. I'm good to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Am I in trouble at all by chance?
No, you're not.
Okay, cool. Well, my recent visits to this room have not been
I know.
Still, I will
the most
headbutt
pleasant.
you, don't worry.
You've
The
been
most
doing
pleasant. So-
fine. You've
all
been
right,
doing fine.
good.
You're doing
Great. I'm happy to hear that. I like doing fine. All right, I'll see you guys. Hey, they want you to recount stuff.
Time is not lining up. Nami worked on this report at 5:15 a.m. The earliest time of the other report, of Victor's report, is 5:17 a.m. is when it was created. Something's not lining up time-wise. That's why I want to talk to Nami. There's an inconsistency there. You get to come in. No, I don't think she can hear us.
They can't hear him.
No.
Hey, Nami.
Hello.
Hi, Nami.
I don't want to be in trouble.
You're not in trouble. You're not in
You're
trouble.
not in trouble, Nami.
Is that door? Is that door locked?
No.
You lock it.
I don't
Lock it,
have keys
please.
to that door, do I?
Yeah, you
It's
do.
an inside lock.
Everyone
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
Just
Everyone does.
Yeah.
It's just don't usually. It's
Yeah.
just be careful.
Nami, last night, cash exchange robbery. You were writing a statement and
Yes.
some altercation. That's how I'm gonna say it. I don't know if that's an accurate description. I'm gonna say altercation occurred with Victor. In regards to your statement, what do you recall from this altercation?
Oh, so I was writing my statement, and I have a weird way of writing it. I just write it to the best of my knowledge because I have a hard time remembering things, so I try to get it all down really quick. But during the middle of like me writing it, I got somebody came up to me and asked me to make sure I made a statement for a specific report because it got FOIA'd and it was a Marshall report. So I stopped what I was doing and I immediately wrote my statement for the Marshall bombing event because it's been FOIA'd. And in the middle of that, Victor is telling me that I'm writing my statement wrong in his report, and I used the word we, but I wasn't finished writing it, and that was incorrect. And I guess he kind of said it a little like telling me off in a way, but I tried not to take it that way. And then I was trying to finish the Marshall report and my statement for that so that I could go back and finish the cash exchange one because they're both really long statements that I had to do. And I needed to enter evidence, and they were calling radio for me to like enter the photos that I took of the cash exchange. So I had to like try to remember the Marshall report number so that I could go back to the cash exchange thing. It was just a lot, but you know, it's okay.
Okay. Do you remember the report number for the Marshall report you were working on?
It ended in 363 was the bombing one.
Okay.
It was an
27363
incident.
because I'm currently running a statement.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had to yell at Remy to write a statement earlier today.
Okay. Can you do me a favor, Nami? Can you take a look at this report and make sure that the statement that you edited updated accurately?
The cash exchange?
No, in 363.
Okay, hold on.
It's just not lining up, dude.
Bomb galore, faceless.
It's not lining up. This is not lining up. 5:15 a.m. is not lining up.
Yes, I did before I went off duty go back and double check.
Okay. Did you wrote this bomb report stuff before you started writing the cash exchange stuff?
No, I started to write the cash exchange stuff. And then somebody approached me as I was writing it and told me that they needed a report for this, or a statement for this, because it was FOIA'd. So I stopped what I was doing and switched over to this report, and then that's when Victor started to kind of go off on me because I used the word we. But I wasn't finished writing the report.
Okay. When you went back to your report on the cash exchange,
Okay.
was there anything in that report that was different, that was changed, that you did not change?
Steele was helping me write our statement.
Okay.
I was kind of boggled, so if something did change, I don't know.
Okay, so you are unsure if anything in that report changed between you not looking at it and you going back to finish writing it.
Correct.
Okay. And it was relatively early in your writing of the report that this whole sort of thing happened? This whole back and
I
forth?
was about a paragraph in.
Okay. And it was like, okay, so it must have been very early. Okay. Okay, I think that is all I have.
I don't want to be in trouble.
You're not in trouble, Nami. I think that's all I gotta ask you about this. You're not
Nami,
in
you haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, you're not in any
Okay.
sort of trouble. I am just trying to piece things together for something that I was not involved in. You are not in trouble.
Understood.
Yeah. So, okay, you're all good, Nami. Thank you. Unless
I'll
anybody
lock
else
it
wants to
behind
ask
me.
or anything.
Thank you.
Okay. Timing is not lining up for the edits, for the edit history. If all Victor did was highlight things that he saw wrong and not change anything, there is nothing wrong with doing that. But none of them have been able to confirm whether or not Victor changed anything.
Yeah. That is correct.
Now, separate to that, this is now the second cadet, or PPO, in this case with Nami, in which Victor has had a very negative interaction in regards to reports specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that Akira was not fibbing in theirs, this being the second time it's been mentioned, makes me believe Akira more than the prior conversation I had with him about this, because I did speak to Akira about his altercation with Victor and their
Can you
ride-along session.
give me a TLDR? Because I was told, but I can't remember right now.
Victor took Akira on a ride-along session. Victor was trying to tell Akira things, and Akira wasn't really picking up what Victor was putting down, and he started getting aggressive with Akira. He started getting annoyed with Akira.
Yeah.
Stuff to do with like writing statements, when to write statements, how to write statements, and the particular kind of big issue point I saw was what Akira had relayed to me was that Victor was telling him it's okay if you don't remember certain things to just write things down from other people's statements. Which is not okay. With that said, there is a point at which that is okay, in the sense of like, hey, what kind of car were they driving? That's different. Asking a type of car to write down in your statement as the car model versus looking at somebody else's statement and writing from their statement, right? In my honest opinion, at least, unless you guys think otherwise.
I think there's a lot of people that will, when asked to write a statement, read what everyone else has written to jog their memory. I think that's probably more of what Victor was trying to say, but just
I
couldn't
think so too.
articulate that properly.
That's sort of what I gathered from the conversations I had with him, and that's why nothing came of it from Victor. To Victor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I genuinely think that we are not going to see the improvement that we need from Victor. I think, unfortunately, I think it's probably time to just pull the pin. Like that's kind of just where I'm at.
Yeah, I've been fighting the demons on this one, in all honesty.
It's just, and the issue is he struggles to articulate what he is doing in the moment, and that second of hesitation can put so many lives at risk. Like it just changes the situation when we have to sit around and wait for him to figure out what he's doing and then tell us everything. I genuinely don't think, like, yes, I've seen the improvements and I've seen him being proactive and saying, hey, I want feedback on this. How did I do here? How did I do there? But it's acting on the feedback, and I think he's just gone, hey, I need to improve. I'm going to step and jumped way too far for what he should be. And the reality is, when he's on duty, he still needs someone to watch over him, and he's been a cop for over a year. I just don't think that that's acceptable. I mean, it fucking sucks, but I don't know. I don't know if you have a different opinion, Maple, but
It's frustrating seeing improvements made and then complaints still coming in, you know?
yeah. I don't know. Are you gonna wait and speak to Davenport?
Yeah, I reached out to Davenport to see when he's gonna be around. He said an hour and a half, and that was about 40 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'll ask
I
you
mean,
guys.
I think you already know what Davenport's gonna say. I'll be honest.
I do have a feeling I know what he's to say. Oh, Remy.
Remy.
Sorry, I got too engrossed in writing my statement. I wrote 5 paragraphs.
Remy.
Christ.
Are you
Do
hungry
have
or
food on you?
thirsty?
I'm hungry and no, I don't have food.
God damn it.
Ah!
Okay, well, Remy, get down
I'm a
from
wizard.
That's not how that works. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
hey!
Sorry, I was listening, but I was also writing my statement for the shit show bombing, which I had to do like
Oh, fuck that.
5
Bullshit.
paragraphs minimum because I started at the original briefing where there was about 15 of us in a house getting a briefing. Then I was in the first units that found the armed helicopters that surrounded the power plant, was there when they opened fire on officers, was there when the call was made to that both hospitals were shut, we had to go to Zancudo, then I had to load up in the APC and go after a different armored helicopter that blew up a gas station, then I had to watch how a bomb explode in the water off the cliff, then
yeah.
I had to go back to Sandy, continue circling around, then help do a transport, then take the APC back and go back on patrol.
Yep.
So-
See, I just went to Sandy and manned it. Fuck that.
See, I just slept.
Yeah. Good
I will ask you guys this one plain as day, and I asked you this because this is something that I spoke to Sky about and got her perspective of it and whatnot. Do you believe that he is a liability while on duty more so than he could be a benefit in the future?
Yes.
It's definitely leaning that way. I haven't had as many encounters as of recently because I have been away the past few days. I went for like nearly a week. From being actually on duty to like being around again. So I haven't seen him in the last little bit.
I genuinely think that we, because of the extent in which we need to watch over him, he is taking resources away from other cadets and PPOs who need us and need our FTOs. I just think it's, you know, it's not good to have that on duty.
Wait, this get promoted?
I mean, okay.
Wait, this report was promoted. 51150. What's up, Perry?
Fired.
Say again?
How come he didn't get fired?
I'm waiting for Davenport. I'm still looking at things.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
communicate with Davenport before I do anything. I'm not going to just pull the trigger without talking to him about it.
That's fair.
We're also trying to confirm whether or not Victor actually edited anything in the report. Because at the moment, there's no actual evidence that he did edit anything, and instead he just highlighted things and then mentioned it to them as to what to change. Everyone we've spoken to about it has not said whether or not he can edit. He edited the report. So.
Well, then why did they say he edited it?
That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Taking some time and looking through report history and whatnot to try and figure out if that's the case. But yeah, that's why he hasn't been fired yet.
Okay, well, if he didn't edit it, that's fine, but I don't know why everyone lied about it if he did.
Yeah. So what Steele told us was that he saw him highlighting parts in the report. But again, he couldn't confirm whether or not he changed any of those highlighted parts or anything like that. Which, if he's just
Are
highlighting
allowed to
things, I
highlight
mean,
thing.
I think all of us have highlighted things we've seen in reports and been like, I don't like this, and then got to somebody and been like, hey, change that, please.
Yeah,
something.
or if they miss about, I highlight something away from to fix it, and then
Yeah, exactly. I do the same thing. But yeah, that's why.
No, that's
So yeah,
mountain
we'll
out
get
of a
into it still.
molehill.
What? Yeah, mountain
Sounds
out of
like a
molehill.
mountain
Yes,
out of a molehill.
it very well might be. Very well might be. I'll ask you this, Perry, since you're sergeant. Do you believe that Victor on duty is more of a liability than a asset?
In what regard?
Any regard.
All shift duty.
Yes.
He just doesn't. He's just not good at decision making. The rest he's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out, from your experiences with him in the field. Do you believe him to be a liability?
Well, he doesn't
in the
lead
field?
very often, so it's hard for him to be a liability.
Yeah.
I very often worry when I leave him to do things.
You feel like you can't trust him to do things on his own?
Yeah, wait, did I say very often? Not very often do I worry about him doing things.
Oh, so you'll tell him to do
Recently,
stuff
at
and,
least.
and it'll get done?
Yeah, I used to.
Okay. Right.
But look, if everyone else doesn't like him, then just fucking axe it. It's not worth the trouble.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
Hell, who knows? It might bring up morale getting rid of him.
It might, which is strange.
Might just be one of those things.
It might just be one of those things. Okay. All right. Thanks, Perry. Yeah, keep looking into this.
Okay, no problem.
All right. 51150.
Yeah, there's a couple of edit histories of that one. A lot, actually.
This makes sense now. Okay, so Nami wrote her statement at a paragraph in 7:14 at 4:51 a.m. In the incident, in the bomb galore incident, her first edit in that incident from last night is at 4:53:33. So literally, so she wrote her paragraph in at 4:51, and then 2 minutes later she was writing in the other paragraph. And then Victor has an edit here. I'm gonna overlap some things here and compare. Because Nami's next edit wasn't until 5:16. So did Steele edit their report?
Hello there.
And so it's not changed at all. Officer Schmidt lost visual of the car at San Andreas. so right here is this statement, 448. Then here, his statement is much bigger, and obviously written out and completed at this point. In that period of time, Nami wrote this. Okay. Is this a discrepancy? Upon arrival, this one's changed. So let's just go to the right. But that's Steele's edit. And Steele was involved, and he's listed as that statement, so. Problem is that both Steele and Victor were editing this at the same time.
Did Steele say he changed anything in the statement? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Because I think Steele edited this, and again, he is listed as Nami, Steele, and Feeney's statement. So it's all three of their statements together. Nami writes, upon arrival to the scene, we could visually see 4 suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint. And that's at 4:51 a.m. Then Steele edits it at 4:53, nothing changed, and then 4:54, and that sentence changed to officers saw 4 suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint.
Okay.
And then Victor's statement changes. So I think Nami wrote that upon arrival to the scene we could visually see 4 suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint. That's what was mentioned in regards to. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call Steele and ask him if he changed that after Victor spoke to him. Hey, are you in a thing right now, or can I talk real quick?
You does it need to be in person, or you just talk on the phone?
No, I could just talk to you on the phone.
Yeah, what's up?
After Victor approached you guys about the statement about changing we out, did you edit the statement? It's okay if you did. You're not in trouble if you did. I need to know if you edited the statement after Victor approached you guys.
I believe I did, but it was only after Nami went. She like walked away to be able to hear herself think and do the Marshall thing, and then Victor was like looking at it and asking about it and shit. So I think I changed one of them that said like officers or whatever.
So you changed the line that said, upon arrival to the scene, officers saw 4 suspects, and you changed that to officers saw 4 suspects out the scene.
Oh. Yes. So Nami was having trouble remembering certain parts of the incident, so I basically just took it over and did the whole thing. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I just edited it to the way that I would write it and just wrote like the information that I recalled, and basically took it over. So.
Okay, so
because she was already doing the Marshall thing.
If you made that edit, that's fine. I just need to make sure that I know that was you
who
made that
I
edit,
will,
and not Victor who made that edit.
Yeah. I'm gonna read it right now while I'm on the phone with you and make sure that it's mine because I know how I write. Right here. Officers saw 4 suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint.
Yes, that line.
Yes, I edited the first half of that sentence. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it initially said, upon arrival to the scene, officers saw 4 suspects holding the hostage. No, it actually didn't even say that. It said, Nami
we're gonna
wrote,
go in the Buffalo.
Nami wrote, upon arrival to the scene, we could visually see 4 suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint.
Yes. Yeah, that was, yes, I adjusted that, yes.
So you made that edit to change it from we to officers?
Yes, I did. Hi, Moose.
And
Hi,
then-
Rocket.
And then you readjusted the entire sentence to say officer, software, suspects. holding
Yeah,
hostage
because at that
gunpoint.
point I decided I was just going to take it over because
Okay.
she was already doing the Marshall thing, and I was like, and she had said that she didn't remember part of it. There was like there was a period where
They have an interview.
Yeah,
That's why
six of the
Remy.
fuckers.
there was a part where
Interview,
the
I already knew.
we went VCB,
Wait
and
for
we
them all to
weren't
go off duty.
on the car they went VCB on. So there was like a section that she was unsure about, and I had remembered, so I just took
Yep.
over the statement and did the rest essentially.
That's fine. I'm just trying to get a timeline, and so at like 4:51 is
Yeah.
when Nami finished talking. Then she went to write her other report, which lines up with the timeline, and then you took over. And this was after Victor had mentioned to you. You changed that line to say from we. You changed we to officers. Right?
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
If you take,
like
here,
I s-
I'll make it
l-
simple for you. If you go to 51150, that's the report that was promoted to 27442. This is
Okay.
where all this editing and fiasco happened. It happened in the report before it was promoted to an incident.
I see. Okay. Okay, because I
You
looked
look-
at the incidents edit history and I didn't see.
Yeah,
it.
just look at history there, and you'll see at the
Okay.
bottom you have 3 edits from Victor, then an edit from Nami, which is her statement, and then 3 edits from you, and an edit from Victor.
Okay. Yeah, because that timeline does sound correct. I don't think that's sort of my issue, right? Is like I'm not 1000%, and that's why I indicated like thanks. I indicated like I'm like 90% sure that he was in there. I know he was like highlighting shit and like moving his cursor around and stuff. But I wasn't 100% if he had actually edited those or if that was if it was somebody else. But the edits that are in there, like the one that you said, that one was mine. Yeah, because I took
Okay.
over the statement. I feel bad that you have to deal with this. To be honest,
At the end of the day, Steele, it's part of my job.
hey, I know it's part of your job, but I still this is not fun for you, so that sucks.
Not the end of the world. I've dealt with worse.
Fair enough.
Yeah. As long as you are the one who edited that and he's not, then that's all I need to check with you. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right. Bye bye. Okay. So he edited that line to change from we to officers, and then just rewrote the entire line because Nami was writing her other statement, and so he just started writing this statement. And this did happen after Victor highlighted things, but nothing was saved. No edits were stuck. So, what it seems to me is what happened was Victor saw what Nami had written, in the sense of upon arrival to the scene, we could visually see 4 suspects being held, suspects holding the hostage at gunpoint. He highlighted the we, then walked over to the group and said, "Hey, da 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 da, change that." They weren't too happy and kind of had a bit of a disagreement about it, but whatever. And then and then Steele went and changed that we to officers, and then rewrote the line to make it make more sense.
Yeah.
Because then he started writing the statement since Nami was dealing with the other statement. That all lines up. Okay. So, I don't believe that Victor edited anybody's statement here. I think he did just look at the statement, highlight an aspect that he didn't like about it, and brought it up. Now, the fashion that it was brought up does not seem like it was done properly.
They're in a pursuit. I'll go deal with the dickhead up there. One sec.
Thank you, Remy.
Appreciate you.
Does not seem like he edited the report. I feel like his... I'm wondering if it's another case of his tone is not translating when he's speaking to people. I mean, him making a call for high-speed pits, I feel like that's something he should know already.
Absolutely.
That's very strange that he didn't know that. I don't understand how he didn't know that was a command-only call. I found that exceedingly unusual. And this whole scene that happened with Reggie after the fact, where he just wasn't responsive.
Literally just fucking stood there.
I mean, that's one of the key issues that we have been having with Victor for a very long time, that I've outlined to him, that, like, his involvement on scenes needs to be better. His situational awareness, his attention, like...
Listening on radio, we shouldn't have to hail him 3 or 4 or 5 times when he's on a scene to get his fucking attention. I don't know. What was Perry's take?
Perry called me and said, "Why isn't he fired?"
You're alright.
And then I was like, "Well, we're gonna wait for Davenport because I don't want to just pull the trigger without my high command being aware of it in the shift." You know, from what I spoke to Rhodes about, he wants it to be a generally unanimous decision. If the shift decides on it, then the shift decides on it. He's not going to interfere. Rhodes specifically isn't going to interfere with it. And then I also explained, like, hey, we don't know for certain if he actually edited anything. We can't find any actual proof that he did edit stuff.
Yeah.
And when I asked him about Victor being a liability, he said that he can tell Victor to do something and it will be done.
To his credit, that's correct.
But he also said that Victor doesn't lead very many scenes, so it's hard to say whether or not he's a liability or not. Because he's not often in the limelight. Now, I also look to Castle's complaint, that senior report. Where Castle directed Victor to do something and Victor just didn't.
Yeah. The other thing that frustrated me about all of this is with the VAFs and stuff. Victor's like, we're VAFing every car that one of those suspects got into. Like, they were picked up in this car, we're going to VAF it. I'm like, why were you suddenly exceptionally VAF happy? I don't get it.
That is something that, when I spoke to Rhodes about, that is something that we should be doing, is that if it comes down to articulation, if they were involved in the main robbery, and they're getting in these other vehicles to flee with, that they should be getting VAF'd in those vehicles. I was
under the impression that we only did it if they got in the driver's seat of another vehicle.
No.
Not in the passenger seat.
No, the reason we're doing that is because, I mean, you remember the Lost did that robbery? And they had a local car, and then they tried to swap into a Banshee afterwards, and they were like, why is the Banshee getting VAF'd? Right?
Oh, no, that's fucking dumb.
That's why
if
they commit a robbery and they swap into another vehicle, then that vehicle gets VAF'd. Now, if the driver of that swap vehicle were to leave that swap vehicle and swap into a different vehicle, and that driver was not involved in the robbery, then that the second swap vehicle, the swap vehicle that the driver got into, would not get a VAF. That make sense?
Yeah.
So the way that it was kind of explained to me from Rhodes is like, think of the charges that we're pressing. If we catch this one guy, he's probably going to get felony obstruction. But if we catch the other guy who got in this car, he's getting the robbery charge. If he's getting the robbery charge and he's in that car, it's getting a VAF.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll be honest, that fucking cash exchange scene was so fucking ridiculously stupid.
Was that the one that's the one at the beginning of the storm, right? That like everyone went to, and then I was like, all right, I'm going for it too.
Yeah, because I was up at the prison at the time it all went off and attached at the very end, and when it was that one. They just swapped into multiple different vehicles and all locals. Like there wasn't much that was.
Yeah, a call for 120 pits on a local car is a choice.
It's a death sentence.
It is a choice. That is a choice.
You will literally kill someone because there's no harnesses in those cars.
Yeah, that's extensive. I mean, even then, local cars were usually pitting around 70 anyway, so that's like a lot of time they can't even get to 120. Again, like I mentioned to Victor just now, I will always authorize high-speed pits for a vehicle if they steal a cuff suspect, because I think that's fucking stupid, and they're asking for it. At that point, if they take a cuff suspect, then they're going to get very high increased aggression.
Yeah, I mean, I approved it today off rip from the Fleeker where they had off-duty cops hostage.
Yeah, I mean that's as
I'm like,
you should have.
okay, that's kind of how that shit's gonna work. I'm not gonna approve it for much else. I'm sick of stepping up and leading scenes in shift 2. By the way,
Dude, Odette, I was so you and Ricky were there on the night that other night when I was on duty, and fucking Polo got Molotov by Margot. I was fucking hooting and hollering for 77s. There was 20 officers on duty at MRPD twiddling their dicks.
Yes.
I told Polo afterwards, I was like, you're lucky shift 3 was around, man, because nobody else is fucking coming.
Maple, this fucking bank, they're like, Maxwell's being held up by somebody, but Maxwell's also holding up D. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And nobody was responding to 77s, and I said, no, you know, I jumped in a radio and said, this is what's happening. They're getting in that car, it's 120 pits off the rip, and both of those cops stay. And then Aphrodite gets on radio, she's like, oh, no, they're negotiating that Maxwell's going to come with them. And I'm like, no, the fuck she's not. And if they're not agreeing to it, we're breaching. It wasn't until I said we're breaching did multiple other units say that they were going to head there. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
That's fucking infuriating.
Yeah. I mean, some things are a change.
And then I get a phone call from the marshals to say that a deputy's ran someone over and fled. I'm like,
oh, lovely. Who's that?
Bobby Milner.
Oh, Milner.
I spoke to him. His car actually went out just up the road, like 100 meters up the road. So he'd stopped and started to repair. And they were responding to the Fleeker where there was cops hostage. I'm like, yeah, okay. All right, that's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I just had words and left that one be.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Victor has just been such a goddamn headache from me since the beginning. What makes it frustrating is that, like, me and Davenport were kind of the front runners for getting him hired because of all the effort that Victor had put in, right? With PD Toe and turning his life around and all that. And now I'm sitting here like, fuck, man. Maybe I should have listened to Sky and Lucas at the time and been like, he's not worth the effort. Because fuck, he's a headache, man.
At some point, right, you need to... I mean, and I'm notoriously harsh for things.
I mean, I am too, I think, of anybody.
I'm gonna be honest, Maple, you're a bit of a pushover.
I am?
Yeah.
That's a first.
Yeah, you're too soft sometimes. You're too kind.
Wow.
At some point, you need to put your foot down. I'll be honest. I'll say it.
I don't have any offense to that. I didn't realize that I was like that. I've always thought that I've been too strict. I mean, hell, I spoke with Rhodes the other night, like I talked to you, where with the whole Davenport altercation, and Rhodes told me to loosen up and not be as strict with SOPs and stuff like that. I thought I was too strict. Now I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I am a lot more. I'm harsh, and I think that's just me being Australian. But like, I'll call a spade a spade. If I think you're an idiot, I'm going to call you an idiot, and I'm not going to stand for people that, you know, are like that. That's why, you know, a couple of my cadets and stuff just got fired, because I'm like, you're not putting in the effort. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm ready to fire Dean Duncan.
Yeah. My only inactive person in this shift is fucking Anderson.
Yeah, I fired everyone else. I fired Drader, I fired Johnson. Dean is, I think, the only one who's listed as inactive right now on shift 3 LSPD. Yeah, I'll let him go. Okay. I have too big of a heart, Odette.
I know you do. You need, Maple, you need to, at some point, you need to put yourself first, right?
it's causing you a lot of issues and causing the shift a lot of issues to have Victor around and on duty. That's where my mind is right now. Is we are having issues upon issues that keep coming up. And we keep saying, oh, it's just a small thing, it's just a small thing. But you put all of these together and it's a big thing.
Yeah.
We've tried, we've given the feedback, we've set the direction and stuff, and it gets better for a week and then it just drops back again. And we can't just keep pouring resources into him as an officer when we are so limited on the resources we have.
It's the unfortunate reality, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it fucking sucks. Victor's one of the last ones of my cadet class.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, who else do I have still? Trooper?
I think so, yeah.
Holy shit.
And his murder investigation is
Oh, he fumbled that bag.
It's at 30. Yeah, it's expired. It's 30 days.
The victim had a knife on their possession and he didn't run it for DNA. He fucked up.
Yeah, I've seen that. So is he just not pushing charges on that now?
I have no idea. I think his search warrants got denied and he just left it. Like, that was the end of it.
I think they've got. I thought they had like tons of evidence. Like, just because the search warrants got denied doesn't mean the whole fucking thing gets thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm. We had to try to explain to him how to go about getting enhanced forensics on things. You know, how you had to call those local fucking forensic techs and that, and he could not understand that whatsoever.
Yeah. He just texted me and said, "Can we have a talk under 4 eyes?" The fuck does that mean?
What? What? Can we have a talk under 4 eyes?
Oh, just me and him. Oh, it's a German saying. I didn't know that. Under 4 eyes, 2 sets of eyes, 4 eyes, 2 people, 1-on-1.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's fine. You'll want to chat, I'll step out. I've got someone waiting for a ride along, actually. Can I give Helen access to PD radio?
Ed is around, so you could ask how that's going with her employment.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have fun. Godspeed.
I need it.
Stay strong. Okay,
Yeah, I
no
try.
bleeding hearts, Maple.
Easier said than done. Yeah, that's unfortunate with Raider. Here's a legacy patch.
Hey, sure.
Hello.
Maple. Mind you take a seat?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Actually, in the car.
He can sit on the couch. Yeah, I'll turn. Fine.
So, obviously, there's no excuse for that PRT stuff. The NAMI stuff, I have no idea. But when it comes to that Reggie stuff, it kind of. So, what frustrates me in a situation like that is that I often feel like a little bit exposed in a situation like this. because I'll explain this. I see like Davenport there, I see Odette there, and I have to make like a very difficult decision. And I just wish that people would be more quick to give me guidance in a situation like this when I'm not sure what to do, if that makes sense. Because that was kind of what was paralyzing me a little bit at that moment. That, you know, the sheer pressure of being put on the hotspot and, you know,
That's what we're here to do, man.
being like, if I do the right decision here, I might get fired because I'm violating someone's right.
Unfortunately,
yes.
There are some situations, such as that one, that I don't think there is any guidance we can give. Because you are the one with the context. At the end of the day, the position we are in is that one 24/7. We need to be able to make those hard decisions. That is what we are here to do, is make those hard decisions. And you need to be able to say, yes, we're doing this, or no, we're not, and stick by that call. Because there are times where we can't make that call for you. We can't give you that guidance.
Yes, I know. This is why I was thinking this too, really thoroughly. You know, I was thinking about, did I ever have like a similar situation where I was not able to identify someone in cuffs? You know, what would be the ramification if we put that person into cuffs here, and then, I mean, if we keeping in cuffs and transport him to MRPD, you know, what could ramification be? Because at that point comes unlawful imprisonment, you know. Obviously, I knew that was Reggie Might. Reggie Might was involved in that chase, but it's kind of the same thing. Like sometimes, you know, we chase, I know, Maynard and he's masked up, you know, and you know, and then we call him Maynard during the pursuit. But obviously, we're not able to identify him as Maynard because he's wearing a mask.
Right. So what I understood with the Reggie situation was that like he ended up unmasked at some point.
Yes.
Right. So a few things, I guess, with that incident that, again, I wasn't there, so this is just what I understand about it. You guys caught and cuffed Reggie. When you cuffed him, was he unmasked initially?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Okay. At that point, you know it's Reggie. You know it's Reggie. You know he was in cuffs, right? Done deal.
Yeah.
No question about that.
Yeah. Just let me explain. I would say he was masked at the cash exchange, so I saw him between that unmasked. Problem is, I could not remember that specific detail at the moment. It was kind of only when, you know, I had like a few seconds to go to everything that I remembered that I saw him unmasked while chasing him down La Puerta.
Right. And then again, but you guys cuffed him, right?
Yes.
And he was unmasked when you cuffed him.
Yes, which
and you chased him from the bank, from the cash exchange the entire time.
Yeah, but I was not the one that cuffed him. If it was Wiki.
Okay, was Ricky still on duty?
Yes.
Okay. Did you think to ask Ricky if the suspect he cuffed was unmasked and if he could identify him?
No, because like I said, at this point I thought he was masked.
Okay, but you also just said you weren't the one who cuffed him.
Yes.
This is basic investigation stuff, Victor. If you're not the one who did that, you're involved in the scene, right? This is your scene lead, right?
That's why I called Wiki later while we were in the sense to ask him specifically about that.
Right. Look. So from what I've understood with the scene, when Davenport found Reggie, he had to contact multiple times before any response was made about this call.
Yes, I called myself out, but I don't remember exactly what I was doing. I was Was I repairing a car? I don't remember exactly, but I remember I called myself out and no one else responded.
Okay.
And then I made my way there, and other 8 other people that could have been there didn't.
Okay, but again, you are scene lead, so that scene is your responsibility. You're the one that's probably almost certainly going to have the most information in regards to that incident. So you are one of the main people that should be going there. Now, you get to the scene, Reg is there, uncuffed, and what
Cuffed,
happens?
yes.
Or, sorry, cuffed.
No, he
sorry.
was
And
cuffed,
what
yes.
He was cuffed. And what happens?
Yes. So I walk up to him. I first of all, then I noticed that there's a second person there which I did not recognize. So obviously I am very tense, because I have no idea what's going on here. Because obviously at first I saw this would be like a hostage situation or something, because I never had someone just give himself up like this. Yes, and then obviously Davenport and Odette were there in cars with their headlights on, and Reggie starts, why do you have your class 2 out? I explained to him, hey, I have my class 2 out because this is a continuation from the cash exchange where you guys had things. So I was talking to him, making sure that he understands that. Obviously, he didn't want to hear it, but I made sure to articulate myself clearly that that's what's happening. And then Odette and Davenport were talking stuff. I was trying to make my decisions what to do here, and I was trying to recall exactly what happened. So, did we actually witness him? Are we justified in doing this? And then I searched him, took his weapon over, and transferred him to MRPD.
Okay.
Maybe from Odette's, I don't know. Maybe from Odette's point of view, this whole thing went on for way longer than it was from my perspective. But because from my perspective, this was a really high intense situation where, because I am on a hot seat, I do not want to fuck up, and it was a no precedent situation. Yeah.
When you were looking through your information to determine whether or not you were going to arrest Ziggy, did you tell them that? Did you tell Odette and Davenport? Did you radio it out, say like, hey, I need a minute to just look over some things to see if he was involved? Did you communicate that with them?
Okay, that's the point I'm gonna make in the future. Yeah, articulate when I'm thinking. Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Because this, all they see, right, is you rolled up, and then you don't do anything. When you might be figuring things out, you're trying to work through it in your head, trying to figure out the evidence or whatnot. If you have the evidence, they can't read your mind. Right? They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know that you're looking through evidence to determine whether or not he was involved. If you don't say that, that's why, you'll hear us say a lot of times we'll be asked about something and our response is like stand by or 10-12 or I'm looking into it, just give me a minute. We are creatures of object permanence. If we do not see or hear something, then we do not believe it is happening. It's the same thing happens with dispatch, right? When dispatch is around, and this is why I've tried to ingrain it into Edda, if she does not say something like stand by, we just automatically assume they didn't hear us. So we're just going to do it ourselves when there's no communication there. We are in constant need for communication. And this is primarily something I think that has been an issue for a long time.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, I kind of just actually did that more at that scene we just had with Stumbles, that I communicated, hey, I'm calling the original owner of the vehicle to see, yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it in mind to articulate better when I have to think for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's the main issue that I'm able to garner here, is that a lack of communication for the active situation. two officers on scene, right? Because you're taking over now. They're just sitting there waiting. Like, what are we doing? Do we need to make? Are we arresting him? Are we letting him
Yeah.
go? Like,
But
what do you
yeah,
need us here still? We need to know what to do.
yeah.
So, as for the other things that were mentioned, right? So the report stuff, from what I've looked over in terms of edit history and all that stuff, best I can gather is you were just highlighting things that you didn't like as it was written in the report, and then you went and spoke to some people about that. Is that accurate?
I mean, yeah. Normally, it's like when I read something, I put like my cursor there. Yes.
Yeah, and you highlight it, and you're like, okay, that's something to speak about. So
Oh.
that was seen, and people thought that you may have been editing what was written.
No, I would never. I would never edit that because, from my point of view, is I'm trying to obviously. I know I'm not supposed to have FTOTs, but I just thought, hey, let's just give you a friendly thing. Hey, you know, we are, we are not supposed to write in fourth person, so I just like, hey, I don't know why that escalated so quickly. I don't know.
So
maybe it's my German attitude. I don't know, because Germans
I do
are
think
a little bit more direct than.
I do
a lot
think
of
that
other
there
people,
has been a constant issue, and I don't think it's entirely your fault. And this is something I've spoken to a few people about: is that you are inherently a very direct person, and even when you're not trying to be aggressive or anything like that, you sometimes sound more aggressive than you intend to be. Now, with that whole situation, and this is something that I have had issue with myself while FTOing, while training officers, while learning things, is if I am with an officer, training an officer, training a deputy, training anybody, I have my procedures that I follow when it comes to training them in regards to anything they do. Something I don't like when I'm training an officer is having another person come up and teach them for me. While I am going to teach them.
Mention that Nami was a PPO at that point?
Yeah.
So
that's fine. She's still with it. She's still with another FTO who is helping her with stuff.
Okay, yeah, but he was also still was at a cadet with him. Was it still was about yeah. Okay.
From my understanding of it, there was intention on going through the reports and whatnot together with them to teach them from Steele's perspective.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And of course, you didn't know that. Well, at the end of the day, there's no way for you to have known that because you're not Steele, right? You can't read his mind, right? There's nothing wrong with not knowing that. But at the same time, part of our job is remembering that we have to let other people do their jobs, right? We have to let FTOs be FTOs and train the cadet that they're with. There have been times in the past where I got annoyed with people. I specifically remember one time with Jimmy Frost, at an academy, where as I was waiting for a moment to inform a cadet about something that they were doing wrong in academy, and Frost piped up and said it for me. I got annoyed with Frost at the time, and I was like, I was going to do that. I know how to FTO. Let me FTO. Now this happened years ago, right? But that sort of attitude is a pretty common one, I find, in the sense like, we know what we're doing. I don't need you to tell, like, here, like, looking at it this way, Victor, right? If I'm with a cadet and you see me with that cadet, training that cadet, I'm almost certain that you know that I am going to speak with that cadet about their report and what they need to change with it. You're not going to approach me and my cadet and tell my cadet what to do, because you know I'm going to do that. Right?
Yes.
So take that sort of same knowledge and apply that to Steele. So why apply Steele and his PPO and or cadet and speak up like that when you wouldn't do that to me? Because Steele's a very capable FTO as well, right? Does that make sense?
Yes. I didn't want to undermine anything he did.
Exactly. I know that's not your intention. Your intention at the end of the day was to try and help teach the cadet.
PPO, yes.
Too many cooks in the kitchen spoil the broth. Right. So there's there's that. That is a lesser aspect of everything, I think. Like I said, from what I've gone through, it doesn't look like anything has come to fruition in regards to you editing anything.
I mean,
I've
yeah,
done my due
I wouldn't know
diligence
that
there.
I edit it to them simply for the reason I would want them to edit themselves so they can have a learning experience from it.
Yeah. And then we look to the high speed pits thing.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that-
am I'm genuinely kind of surprised that you did not know that high speed pits were command only approval.
It
That
was
surprised
probably
me for you to say.
yeah. It was probably I went at one point and then I forgot and then I tried to remember it and then it's probably a primary thing. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there's some things we don't really. I don't know. That's kind of something related to that I wanted to ask. If I'm primary in Palito, what would be the correct way to ask for Air One? Would it be like to first ask command approval for Air One?
Polito's
Because
one approved no matter what.
yeah,
Polito.
not according to the SOPs. It specifically says with command approval.
For Air 1?
Yes. Or
14034. Report 14034. Robberies, Polito, 6 units plus Air 1. Nothing about command requirement here.
okay. Say the report again. 1-4.
14034. Hey, plan.
Okay, the local copy I made myself as a piece so I can highlight stuff. Still as with a command approval in brackets.
Yeah, no, you don't need command approval for
So yeah.
Air 1.
So it was probably updated. I didn't know that. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so generally it would just be okay if I am responding to Polito, hey, anyone for Air 1, that's
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta talk to a few other people about some stuff, but generally these seem to be the kind of main concerns is kind of unsure as to how or why you didn't know that high speed pits was command, plus the reasoning for wanting high speed pits against a local vehicle that's probably not even going 70 miles per hour up to 120. It's just kind of
Yes,
excessive.
120 was I don't know, I wanted to say 80 or 100 and then I don't know why I said 120.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you wanted to say it, you said 120. So that's it's very much a big question mark there, Victor.
Yes. Like I said, my reasoning was it's going on for why we should be. I don't know. I just had Dark's voice in my head at that moment.
Yeah. Then from there,
yeah, like I said, I will never do that again.
Yeah.
This is a one-time thing. Now I definitely know it.
And from there, we have the whole sort of report stuff and the back and forth there. And I was also told about some conversation about VAFs that was not the smoothest of conversations that happened with Steel.
Yes, I mean, I was telling him that we VAV it, that I've been told that we always VAV when they were using it, which means if they were passenger in it. And then he keeps asking me for an explanation, and I'm not sure what explanation I'm supposed to give him other than I was told.
Yeah. I mean, the reasoning for that, I mean, he told me that he ended up talking to Ricky about it, who gave him more details. But the reasoning for it is looking at it sort of in the sense of, are the people we're charging within that vehicle violent felons? Like, are they being charged with that main robbery charge? If yes, VAF. It comes down to our articulation, right, of involvement in the crime. So,
yes.
But it seemed like, you know, he got that clarification from Ricky after the fact. But, yeah. Then there's the last scene with Reggie, where there was seemingly, and I still need to talk to Davenport about that, but there's seemingly a lack of communication, a lack of clarity as to what was being done on that scene.
Yeah, I know.
I was
Like I
told
said,
you kind of froze up.
Yeah. I believe it's like I said. I'm going through my head, and maybe it looks from external, it looks everything. You know, when you're not the one acting, everything looks way longer. You know, I mean, it's just a classic thing of watching a movie versus just sitting in a doctor's office for an hour. You know, both time feels really different, and yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Victor. There has not been a decision made in any way, shape, or form as to, you know, everything that's happened. I got to talk to Davenport about a few things still. There's nothing sort of set in stone at the moment. Okay, there's no.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get as much feedback from everyone that I can, and
I understand.
It kind of feels like everyone below command is always like, "Oh yeah, you're good. I don't really have anything I could tell you how you can improve," you know. And then I talk to you or Perry, and then or that, and you know, it feels way more negative.
A lot of the time, Victor, we are the ones that are told the negative parts, right? A lot of people don't tend to tell us the good things. The thing is, and being entirely honest, you have been improving a lot, and a constant issue or constant case that I've had with you since your employment has been you improve and improve and improve, and then you take like 4 steps backwards with mistakes. And then you kind of stay in this loop of improving and then making mistakes and stepping back and then improving, and it is a constant that I've noticed with you, is that you improve and then you fall backwards, and then you improve and then you fall backwards, and you're not actually you tend to fall backwards further than you have been improving. And that's what causes us to have so many difficult conversations with you. Is because the improvements you're making are being overshadowed by the errors you're making.
Okay, I understand. I understand that this is frustrating from your point of view.
Yeah.
All I can say is I'm giving my all. I'm not one day coming on duty and then I'm like, hey, fuck it all. You know? One thing I have to say is I need to force myself again way more to go 42, because
yeah.
I don't know. Yesterday we had like situations where I felt like I need to go to 42, and then suddenly I saw like there were shots fired in the prison. I called it out. One person calls out, and I'm like, okay, I cannot let that guy go alone there and then
Yeah,
it
you
escalates
can,
into 78s.
Victor. You can go 42. If it's
I
the end of your
know.
shift and you feel like you need to go 42, go 42.
I know, I
There
just
are plenty
don't
of
feel like a
times
team
where
player.
shit.
Yeah.
I know, but you need to also you can't be a team player if you're fucking up. Because then you start becoming a liability. Right?
Okay.
If you're
Okay.
getting tired, if you're at the end of your shift, you're like, I need to fucking go to bed. I don't want to stick around anymore. I'm tired of this shit. Go 42. There are people around. They can deal with it. Whatever happens, happens. Right? There's a lot of times where people deal with FOMO, where they don't want to miss out on shit. I have managed to subdue said FOMO by just not giving a fuck about what happens anymore. At the end of the day, somebody's gonna be around to deal with it. If it's me, it's me. If it's not me, somebody else can deal with it. Whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day. If you're at the end of your shift and the call goes off, just fucking 311 and say you're 42 and go to bed. Don't feel you. There's no obligation for you to remain on duty for these things.
I know. I'm just worried someone might be like, see, like, hey, it goes 42 when shootout happens. Because
I mean, if
I
it's
don't
if
like
there's
shootouts,
always
to be honest.
if you always go a 42 as soon as a shootout happens, then it might start getting a little bit like, what the hell. But if it's just a coincidental one that happens once here and there, rarely, then I don't see it being an issue. That's why it's also usually pretty good to try and stick to a schedule, right? I tend to try and go 42 usually around the same time. Sometimes I'll stick around later, but I try and kind of ballpark, always aim for the same sort of time to go 42. That way, it's pretty common, like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. This is usually around when Maple goes to bed, right? This is like on par with his usual scheduling, right? So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I recommend. Like I said, look, at the end of the day, and I'm being completely honest with you, there is not a decision that is made set in stone as to whether or not there's going to be further action taken as to everything that's happened over the last day or so. I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there isn't. Just I don't want you to be surprised if there is. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the honest talk.
Yeah. No problem, Victor. Thank you. I have to, dude. I have to be the one to tell him there's a possibility that we're gonna take action from what's happened. Because there is real possibility. It's unfortunate, but I am in the position where I might need to do it. If that's what happens, that's what happens. We're gonna wait to talk to Davenport. Just errors from Victor. More errors from Victor. Okay, honey.
Yeah.
Let's go vote.
Okay. Can I have food? Thank you. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, it's
You
just a
alright?
constant of he improves and then he steps back, and he improves and then he steps back, then he improves and then he steps back. In this case, last night there was a cash exchange. During that cash exchange, what?
I said, are you alright?
I'll be fine.
Called the store code 4.
During the cash exchange, he
And just stand by
authorized
for
high-speed pits
anything that might follow.
for 120 for a local car at a cash exchange robbery, only because it was something that was taking
Yeah, it was
too long.
It was weird. Like he
Teal 4.
I answered and was like, "Hi, Edda. How are you?" And I was like, "Who is this?" And he was, "Oh, well, please don't hang up." And I was like, "Well,
for a few seconds.
I didn't hang up on you the last time we spoke, so why would I hang up on you now?" And he goes, "It's just, I That's what people do now. I call them and they hang up on me.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you murder someone and threaten everyone
Yeah.
else, and then.
But with him, I'm trying to be very nice because I don't want to give him a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, but then he was like, I have a question, if you don't mind. And I was like, I will try to answer it as best I can. And then I was expecting it to be something mayor-ish, and then he hit me with that, and I was like, ooh, well.
What'd you tell him?
So I don't remember how exactly I worded it. I told him, being in love is having someone that you know will always be there to support you. Being comfortable in their presence, in their silence.
38's code for. I've seen 2 vehicles now with that
never
black
being able to
flag on.
fathom
I'm not 100%
any
which gang
harm
flag that
coming
is.
to them.
It's like the black flowery one. But I don't believe
mere
either of these
thought
vehicles
of
at the jewelry store.
living life
So
without
I'm not sure.
them literally sucks the
Do we have
air
units wanting
out
to
of
respond
the
to
room
the
and makes it hard to breathe.
security truck or no?
617. Someone who knows what you're feeling or thinking before even you
If we
do.
don't have enough for regular response, we can just do collection.
We got enough for a regular response. We're not going to be pushing them and stopping them from
you know,
robbing or
somebody
anything.
that you would happily lay down your life
actually,
for.
But we'll show show some presence.
Someone that you can laugh with and be yourself with, and
we have someone wanting to volunteer
never
for
have to try and put on a show.
All good. I've not seen 3 of the vehicles that were involved in that pursuit. Earlier.
Someone
all
who
of them except the Sentinel I've seen.
you're worse and loves you anyways.
The Tailgater and Jester are at Elgin and Snore Road.
Pretty good response.
Snore Road now. Oh, they may be going to contest the bank truck.
I'm glad it was a unknown number, which means he just made a call from a payphone. Not sure how he got access to a payphone.
Oh yeah.
L hanging back just a tiny bit.
Yeah. He seemed a little,
Marlow,
I don't know,
just kind of open up there.
shocked, I guess, by the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned the other night, he told Crystal that he liked her. Very awkward. Very awkward.
I'll head up to Marlo's side as well. I'm just trying to get visual.
So has she been cleared for duty?
I have no fucking clue, dude. I gotta be honest. I am like no information as to that whole situation whatsoever. She hasn't,
really
as far as I'm aware, she hasn't caused problems for us during shift 3. So, yeah. No one's told me that she hasn't been cleared for duty. All I've seen is that she is cleared for duty. So,
got a grayish muscle car, OGTT circling. That's too far.
Unfortunately, I need to go talk to Davenport now. Is he just gone on duty?
Ugh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take a cab then.
Are you? Let's go home.
Try to.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know, because I might have to pull the trigger on Victor. So.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you don't get to escape yet, Davenport.
Alrighty, we can get units to go and surround. Get 2 units on Los Santos Freeway, 2 going through the main road, 1 accompanied Steel.
Okay. So, I've spoken to a few people about the Victor stuff from last night.
The stuff from last night. What happened last night?
The cash exchange, the high-speed pits request, the freezing up on scene with Reggie in cuffs, and then a bit of an argument about report writing in the cells.
Okay.
So from what I was told about Odette, he requested 120 pits on a local vehicle from a cash exchange.
Yes.
Of which you stepped
did
up and
actually.
said that's not happening. And that's a command only call.
Yep.
When I spoke to Victor about it, he said that he didn't know that that was a call that command only makes. And also said that his reasoning for wanting high-speed pits there was because the pursuit had been going on for such a long time, even though I think it had only been like an hour or something that you guys were chasing for, which, realistically speaking, we've done much longer pursuits sometimes for lesser crimes. So there's that aspect. There are some people who mentioned that he may have edited another officer's statement. So I took some time and looked into that. From what I could see, no edits were done from him on another officer's statement. What I think happened, from what I can gather from what everyone said in regards to Steele and Nami, was that he highlighted aspects of Nami's statement that he didn't like, and then went and spoke to them about it. So I guess him highlighting it, they thought that he might have edited stuff, but from what I could tell, that did not happen. There was some, I guess, the approach he took to Nami. She felt kind of it was a very hostile approach. I do believe that it's something to do with his sort of accent and just how he is as a person. And
yeah,
he's very direct. She told me she tried to take it sort of not aggressive. It just seemed like he was.
I mean, when he speaks from the chest, I guess it sounds like he's like aggressive, but I mean, it's just him. Once you get to know him, you realize that's just him.
Yeah.
When he raises his voice, which I think is part of the reason why he talks softly so much.
Yeah. And then there's the situation with Reggie in cuffs. I wanted to talk to you a bit more about this because you were, like, mainly involved in it. I wanted to know what happened from your side.
Yeah, so I got on duty halfway through this. Essentially, I mean, the chase wasn't even that bad. It was just a regular chase, to be honest. There was nothing out of the ordinary with it, and they were trying to use local vehicles as much as they could, because obviously everyone was in CVPIs and so forth. The Reggie situation was he was cuffed. He was ejected. They tried to do a jump from, the jump they do when they take the off ramp to the sanitation northbound order, and they jump over into the canals. They tried to do that and they didn't succeed, and Reggie went through the windshield, and he ended up going down. He was cuffed by either Ricky or Nami, one of the two, and then obviously they come back and pick them up. One of them were beaten down, and they managed to put both the people in the vehicle and dip. We lost eyes on them, and we got a 911 or 311 or whatever to say. Well, actually, I think it was a 911 to say that there was someone left in cuffs or something. I can't remember how the 911 ran anyway. I went down there. It was at Milton Mods, and it was someone dressed in all black, which turned out it was Reggie. That was cuffed there, and I unmasked him or whatever, and obviously could identify that it was him. And the whole time he was saying, "Oh, you look stupid, you look dumb," or whatever, which is exactly what he was saying to everyone during the chase when they were trying to, hit them, because he was in a, whatchamacallit, those yellow buses you get from the airport.
Yeah, the lifeguard truck. Yeah. Oh,
but not the lifeguard truck. He was in like the yellow bus,
the tour bus.
Tour bus. That's it. Yeah. So there was that, and he was saying that. So obviously he was saying the same things he was saying down there. Because I wasn't there on scene, I couldn't. I mean, he didn't have a mask on. He had a blue hoodie on or something during the pursuit, so he had changed clothes, and I could tell that it was him from the pursuit. But from the actual cash exchange itself, I have no idea, because there was no photos in the incident at this point, and I wasn't there to say, hey, well, I seen him in there, you know. So I was trying to find people that could process him that actually was there, and Victor was the only one that said anything. He was the only one that actually responded and said, I was there, I can deal with it. And he come down there. And Reggie being Reggie, whatever, we were kind of fucking around with him. Castle was there as well. And we said, oh, well, if you want to be a dick, I'll just leave you here and we'll see you look stupid, you know? And we both drove away. And Victor stayed there. And I did say on radio, you can just drop him any shit and arrest him, you know? He was at the cash exchange because they'd said that he was there, you know? We could sort it out in the cells. And he kind of hummed and hawed a bit and didn't really react straight away. And was like, well, we don't have photographs yet. And he was trying to get the photographs. And it was at the point that it basically pissed me off. I was like, just fucking load him up and take him to Mission Row, you know? Like, he's under arrest. Where I had to tell him like 3 times, but I can understand his point of view. He didn't have the photographs as well to say, hey, this is the same person. I mean, we could tell that it was him in the pursuit, but he wasn't in the original vehicle, I don't believe. I think the original vehicle crashed out somewhere and they'd all dipped in different directions. I don't know how that went because, as I said, I wasn't on duty from then. I'm just going by what I'm told. Yeah, I was trying to find out who took the photos at the cash exchange. Victor was trying to find out. It come to light that it was pretty sure it was Steele, Nami, and one other. Steele had 2 cadets. Can't remember the other one. But anyway, apparently it was them that had the photo. So I said, well, we got Reggie in the cells here. We kind of need them uploaded straight away so that we can verify that it was him in the thing and they were doing statements or whatever. And I said, well, Victor actually was the one that piped up and said, well, hey, can you put the pictures in first and come back to your statement because we need to identify the guy, you know? In which they did. And then we could identify that it was him or whatever. And yeah. I mean, he even pled guilty to it. So it wasn't, whilst it wasn't most ideal situation, and yeah, I had to tell Victor 3 times that he needs to arrest him and bring him down here. He kind of didn't have all the context either because he'd come from a prison scene or something. Well, so I don't think he was first on scene. I think Steele and everyone else was first on scene. So he didn't get like the full context of the cash exchange, but he was there from the get-go from when they started pursuing. So yeah, I'll be honest, I'd forgotten about it. It was like a heat of the moment thing, you know, like it was kind of sorted by the time he was done. And I'd already told Victor that, you know, if I tell you that you arrest that person, I want you to get them, load them up, get them down there, you know, like.
Yeah.
I'm literally telling you to arrest them.
Okay, yeah, because I spoke to him about that, and he was saying that he felt like he was under a lot of pressure with you guys there, and that he was like struggling to figure out what to do under that pressure. He felt like he handled it quickly, but from what he was being told, he wasn't handling it quick enough. And I kind of outlined to him, like, hey, we're cops. We need to be able to make these decisions under pressure. That's something else.
He didn't have to make any decisions, though. I literally told him what he had to do.
Okay, that
so we'll just be charging him with robbery of a low security. And then it got to the point where, I remember now, I actually put his stuff in the incident, I had them promote it, and had to have people stop putting stuff in the report so we could promote it to an incident. So that I could put him in there. And I put the charges in there, and actually, it should be my state ID that actually processed him.
Yeah, so, okay, interesting. Because, yeah, he was sitting here telling me how he was wanting to be careful because he didn't want to violate someone's rights, and that he was worried about doing that to Victor, to Reggie, and he couldn't tell. And I was like, then if you can't tell, then ask somebody who knows. If you are not the one who cuffed him, like I kind of asked him basic fucking questions, like, hey, was he unmasked? And he said yes. I said, okay, so you know it's fucking Reggie. He's unmasked, and you have him in cuffs. Who cuffed him? He said Ricky cuffed him. I said, okay, did you ask Like, could you have asked Ricky to ID him if that was the same guy?
Ricky had gone 42,
Okay.
fortunately.
So that's unfortunate on that front. But
It turns out it was Nami that cuffed him because when we went to see what time served, you could see that she
Nami
put
had-
the last cuffs on him.
yeah, there were Nami's cuffs on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, from what I was told, it seemed like he was not paying attention to radio, that you had to ask multiple times before somebody responded, that he wasn't really acting on scene when, you got there, and people were getting very annoyed with him just standing around and not really doing anything and humming and hawing. And he was kind of just freezing up, was my understanding as to what happened.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he was, but in the same breath, it's Reggie, and he was kind of fucking with me at the same time as I was fucking with him.
Mm-hmm.
And like even in the cells, Reggie was being Reggie and giving people a hard time. But,
as he does.
So I can understand some of it, but yes, he was. I wouldn't say that he froze up. He just wasn't sure because we were kind of fucking around. I think it would be easy to be misled on exactly what's going on,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's not. Well, I'll say it's not entirely his fault. Obviously, he could have done things better. Like when I actually did say to him, load him up and get him down to Mission Row, we'll charge him probably a low security or whatever, Yeah, he kind of didn't do it. I had to tell him to do it like 3 times. So
yeah, okay.
But other than that, I think the confusion came in because we were kind of mucking around. I don't think it was because he had no idea what was going on. I think it was just the fact of, we were kind of, it's Reggie things. I don't know how else to explain it.
I get you. After speaking with Odette about things, she is very much of the belief that Victor is more of a liability on duty than his worth. I'm wondering if you have a similar perspective of that or not.
Yes and no. Sometimes he's unbelievable. Other times, it's like you get more common sense out of a rock.
God damn. Okay. Yeah. Because something else that she pointed out was that, we kind of need to look at the amount of conversations that we have had to sit down and have about Victor. And look at the point of like, how is this also affecting us as command handling him, right?
Yeah.
Is this continued headache worth it? Odette very much believes not, and is of the mindset that we need to let him go. When
I mean, I've been thinking about this for a while.
Yeah.
Because it's just one thing after another. But for some reason,
just
the reason why he's been so patient, yeah. But it's got to come to a point where it's just like, well, hey, this is just not going to work. Like, how many chances can you give someone?
Yep.
How many times can you say, this is what we expect and this is what we need? This is how you have to be. If you can't do that, well, I'm sorry, but there's not really much we can do at this point. We've exhausted all avenues, which I think, I mean, I can say that till I'm blue in the face, but I think we just keep making excuses and giving him chances. So
we do, we absolutely do, and it's like Odette even told me she thinks that I'm too soft sometimes, and I don't think she's wrong. I think I might have a bit of a bleeding heart. I don't want to have to be the bad guy, and I don't want to let people go if we don't have to. But she also pointed out that we kind of need to look after ourselves too.
100%. Yeah.
And the headache that it causes for us in no way, shape, or form is good. Now,
there's an easy way to do it,
How?
We do have that evaluation sheet. If he
Yeah.
doesn't get that right, well, then he's not fit for employment. It could be the thing.
It could be. It actually.
But
could
either way, I
very
mean,
well
I
be.
not that we need a reason.
Not that we need a
There's
reason
been
to.
plenty of reasons given, but the whole editing the MDT thing is there actually?
No, there's no proof of it. I
There's
looked
no
through.
proof of it.
I looked through as much as I could. I looked through histories. I looked through edit histories. I talked to everybody involved. Nobody involved could confirm that he actually edited it. Look, I'm being completely honest. If he edited a statement and I have somebody saw him do it or the history backs it up, there's no question about it. I'm firing him. That's just
100%.
final.
That's what I was asking.
I looked into it and I took it very seriously. I looked into it as thoroughly as I possibly could. I looked through all the histories of both the report and the incident. I correlated timelines. I called people and asked what they were doing, if they were the ones who edited it. Everything lines up to the fact that he did not edit it, from what I can tell, from what we have available to us.
Okay, well that's good then.
Yeah. I can't lie.
There was a time that I believe he had his phone out looking for a lawyer, and I think his MDT got stuck on the screen of his phone. I had to help him get out of there. I don't know whether that may have.
What
Yeah,
what I think
sometimes-
drew their attention to it was that he was highlighting words in the report that he didn't agree with or that he wanted changed. Because then after, so he would highlight things and be like, I don't like this or this isn't whatever. Because I think we
okay,
all
yep.
do that sometimes when we see somebody writing a report. If they write it, sometimes I'll notice a spelling mistake and I'll highlight it for them. Not actually edit the report, but I'll just use my cursor and just highlight it so they can see it's highlighted and then fix the spelling mistake. But I won't actually make the edit or anything for them. I think he was doing something like that because then he approached them afterwards and was like, "Hey, this should be different. We shouldn't be using pronouns. We should be talking in third person, not first person."
Yeah.
And that all
Which is a good thing
correlated.
for him to do.
Yeah, it is. I can't lie. There was a part of me that kind of hoped that he did edit the report so that I could just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a really horrible thing of me, but my patience has run thin, and I've also taken notice that I think that murder investigation with the clowns and the mine that was murdered at the lighthouse, I'm pretty sure that's out of statute now, or it's out
It
of
is.
statute tomorrow.
It is very close, but unfortunately, due to the fact that whilst Victor didn't realize it, it's not 100% his fault. Because
Yeah, I spoke to Deke. I mentioned it to Deke.
Yeah, Deke told him that he took care of all that, but he didn't. He didn't run anything on the knife or anything like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Victor went over Deke's work that he realized that was there, and that was too late at that point, because it was Rodney had been helping him put together what he needed for the actual search warrants and stuff that he wanted. But that whole knife thing on the actual DOA is what stopped him from getting the search warrant signed, because there was no information about that knife whatsoever.
Yeah.
And Victor said he got pulled away to a 78 call while Deke was documenting all the possessions and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
he just figured everything would have been done, you know?
Unfortunately,
I mean, I would too.
In my opinion there, I think that is Victor's responsibility to take care of that victim and get all that stuff documented himself. I think that that's Victor's responsibility to look over the evidence documented by Deke and put in the locker for a murder investigation.
Yeah, if you're investigating it, he should have been making sure that everything was had all these ducks in a row with all that stuff a long time ago.
But alongside all that, I don't know if that knife being on that person is just the end all be all to this entire investigation. I thought they had a lot more. I thought he had a lot more evidence tying the clowns to it and whatnot. So because she may have had the murder weapon on her, it's not like she stabbed herself.
Yeah.
There
was something. There was something else. I'd have to ask Rodney. There's something else that come up that that kind of was like, well, there's not much point in it because it was something to do with interrogations or something.
Yeah.
The interrogation stuff was there. And then it wasn't there when it went to the judge. Yeah, sometimes with search warrants, you can put stuff in there and edit it.
Yeah.
And then when you get it signed off or whatever, it kind of reverts back to previous edit. That makes sense.
Yes,
I think something like that happened. And yeah, I don't know the full story on it because I didn't really pay much attention to it. But there was something that prevented all the information being given to the judge. And then I don't know what happened after that. Because there was talk of just resubmitting it with that other stuff back in it and then seeing how it went. But I don't know what happened with that.
Well, I mean, that's unfortunate because I felt like that was a pretty cakewalk of an investigation for him to take care of that fell through the cracks.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I mean, even though that they had, I think they admitted to it via text message or something, but the judge wouldn't take that as an admission.
I don't even think it was that. I think it was that because of that knife. From what I understood from reading it, it was that because the knife was there. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to believe that knife, that we already have the knife that we're looking for. Like, that's just an oversight on our side. I think that evidence of them admitting it in text or whatever, that's great evidence to put in court for the actual murder trial itself, but for a search warrant for a knife that we probably already have,
Yeah.
I can understand the stance on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do with him at this point. Like, and this the overview, I guess, thing that we're doing, the fucking whatever, I don't know what to call it.
Evaluation.
Evaluation, that's one. I could run him through it, although admittedly the one that I ran with Steel took me like 3 hours to get through half of it.
Yeah, it's extensive.
It is. It's very extensive. And then that also in part makes me want to look at it and be like, okay, well, again, is he worth the effort? You know, are we just moving the goalpost, continuing to move the goalposts for him?
Well, my stance on it is, if you feel as though it's better for him, because there's nothing to say that he can't come back at a later date and try again. It's not like he would be leaving in bad standing or anything. Maybe it's what he needs to actually brush up and work out, work on things that he needs to work on when it comes to certain things or whatever. So I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to get rid of him, you're more than welcome to. I get no problem with me, from my side of it. Okay. It's easy for me to say because, I mean, I took him out a couple of times, but he was fine because he was with someone,
Yeah.
Um,
it always comes back around to when he's alone, just not being able to execute. It's like the thing is too is that I do feel like he has been improving, and it's just like constant with him. And I told him straight up, a constant issue that I see with him is that he improves and then he takes 3 steps back, and the mistakes and errors that he makes overshadows the improvements that he had developed.
100%.
And he just resets over and over and over again, and he just does not make progress because he keeps in this perpetual loop.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. I may try and grab a couple more opinions on the matter, but if I've got your green light to do what's necessary, I want to make sure I have that at the very least, because I don't want to just do something and then you'd be surprised or out of the loop about it, right?
Yeah, no, well, I mean, it's easy for me to say, no, we're going to keep him, and I want to keep him and work through him with stuff because I don't do really much of it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not fair for me to expect others to do what I'm not willing to do myself, if that makes sense. It's not that I'm not willing to do it, I'm not interested in doing it, if that... Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I get you. Yeah. Okay. I will mull it over. He's gone 42 already. I did also tell him, he told me that he's been having issues going 42 again, where, like, he keeps finding himself staying on duty too long. I told him,
Yeah.
like, whatever the fuck's going on, if you gotta go 42, you're at the end of your shift, like, you're not feeling 100% or whatever, just go 42. If you have to go 42, you
Yeah.
gotta go 42. He mentioned the other night that there was, like, a shots fired call at the prison that an officer responded to, and he felt bad, so he stayed on duty to go help them when he should have been going off duty. I said, somebody else will deal with it. Go 42. Somebody will take care of it. There's somebody around that will help. Things will sort themselves out. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be the hero for everyone.
Oh, 100%. At the end of the day, you need to look after yourself first and foremost.
Yeah. I told him, like, you can't be a team player if you can't take care of yourself. You just become a liability.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So, I will look over some things and details and come to a decision this week on whether or not we keep him or not. Also, just by the way, ODPD repealant vote is up.
I just seen that when I was looking in the MDT.
Yeah.
What brought that on? You know?
I don't know what brought it up. At the it was mentioned at the meeting tonight that it was up. In regards to how to vote, I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm just telling you, like, what the votes mean. Voting yes means getting rid of the ODPD. Voting no means keeping the ODPD on the actual ballot. Okay.
Okay.
So just so you're aware as to what each vote means, because I guess there was a lot of confusion as to what it means, the yes versus no. So yes means to get rid of it. I will look things over this week and come to a decision on Victor by the end of the week.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I think if the decision was made to keep him, I think we'd need to find an FTO that's willing, that isn't you or me, that is willing to start with him from being cadet. And that would be the only way that I think it would work moving forward, because and if he doesn't get it, he just doesn't get it, and then you have to get rid of him. I think
I gotta talk to Novik.
Yeah. But I know Novik actually came to him the other day, and I forgot to mention it. He's really busy out of town currently, so he's been coming around like super late. But it should only last for a week or two, so
Okay.
which is why he hasn't been around early. So
Makes sense.
yeah, I think it must be a week, because he was going to do his Buffalo trial again, and he said he will have to schedule it for next week, because this week he just cannot do it. It's impossible. So to be around early, that is.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay.
Which is fair enough.
I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna keep you here longer than I need to. Let you get out of this office. I have been in this office for 3 hours now. So, let's get out there and
yeah.
We'll
No worries.
I'll do what I need to do.
Was something I had to mention to you, but I can't remember what it was. I've been trying to think about it since I got on duty. It wasn't important. It was just something random. I'll think of it and I'll let you know.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah,
if I end up going 42 before you remember, just shoot me a text. I check my texts when I wake up, so I'll
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll look it over.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, actually, I do know what it is. Actually, I'll probably just email you. It's going to be easier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to explain it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, all right, no worries. Cheers, dude.
Yeah, bye. Fucking, what do we do with Victor? On one hand, I don't want to get rid of him. He's done. He has put in so much effort. On the other hand, holy fuck, our sanity is at its wit's end with him. Right? This is where we stand with Maple's thoughts. the sheer amount of conversations surrounding Victor and his employment and whether or not we retain him or not. Every week is something new about Victor. Every week. Perry brought up a really good point that, like, if we get rid of him, morale might actually go up. He's put in effort, but he also takes a lot of effort, and that's a big sort of thing. Is like we mentioned to Davenport, is the effort that he is that we need to put into him worth it? All right.
One ground stop to you.
All the way northbound, pitching Route 68 has a distance on primary. 3 passing Bolingbrook now, northbound. Approaching Route 68 exit, passing it northbound, North Freeway, approaching Boots Hill. Boots Hill now. UCB over the bend. Continue northbound North Freeway. Union Road.
Guys, Palworld had an update, and the
Yeah,
Palworld
northbound
server
North
is out
Freeway.
of date.
Past Onion Silos. Slowing, continue 2222. Continue northbound North Freeway. Approaching Palito.
Hi, Maple.
Oh, to be
Approaching
because
the Bradley
David
Pass
said
tunnel
he's
area.
not
Northbound North Freeway.
Hello, what's up? Did you need me something?
Correct. No, I'm
Pass
saying
by
morning.
that.
I'm actually being nice.
Oh, morning. Hi, hello. That's exactly an argument to lose. Is like, do we give somebody else these same opportunities?
It's approaching the tunnel now. Stand by. It's entering the tunnel. Let's continue straight through. Just exited now. Pulled over on the right hand side.
Sarah's lucky. Fine.
Hey, vehicles continuing southbound Sonora Freeway.
Yeah, check for passenger in the bush there.
Hey, friend.
Try to get
I'll
him
stay up here.
Full sending southbound Sonora Freeway. Coming up on Utul, still sending southbound Sonora Freeway. Passing Utul now. Coming up on Sandy exits, not taking it, staying
Do I
southbound
need to repair?
Sonora Freeway. Passing the prison now. Keeping right, staying southbound Sonora Freeway. Transitioning.
Did you say
to
that the
LSPD.
patch to jump out? What you guys were saying?
I'm trying to get a visual. I think he's
I only
still
saw
inside.
one occupied, I think. I'm code 16 where I saw them turn.
And when it comes to you, Ben, just in case, we'll quickly firm all the bushes.
It was like by the bushes in the middle of the road, 24/7. South of 24/7.
Same water treatment plant coming back into Los Santos. Still southbound Los Angeles Freeway.
Watch out, there's a pile up of traffic.
Oh! Yeah.
Right, made it past the pile up. Still going southbound LS Freeway. Taking the off ramp to Popular. Right, westbound Hawick. vehicle slowing left southbound Alta. Right westbound Occupation.
We can get you on this Maple, what they code 6.
Right northbound Las Lagunas. Left westbound Hallway. Slowing left southbound Eastbourne Way. Vehicle still going westbound Eastbourne Way. Left southbound Madway. Immediate right eastbound Dorset. Slowing, transitioning southbound Las Lagunas.
I don't remember the last time I've been in a pursuit on
Not taking
server.
up power, eastbound, left northbound Alta.
You have the suspect, Crystal?
And like I said, she's saying the words to protect.
Slowing left westbound Occupation. Right northbound Las Lagunas. Right eastbound Hallway.
I'm disabled somehow.
We're gonna be BCB.
What's that now? Eastbound, left northbound medium. Left westbound Spanish. Right northbound power.
DBS status?
What was that? Previous authorized. Left westbound Final Boulevard. Left southbound on the street. He floats the gas a lot, so it is very fast. Southbound also. Tried to drift into that, I think. Left westbound now. Yeah, just went up fast. Whoa, he just went through me. Oh, he's got his passenger back. Okay, you can start looking, Crystal.
Hey, for your mom, believe that.
Yep. We're on our way back now. We're just leaving Toledo.
Wish we do that one.
It would have been nice.
413 secondary, westbound, left southbound stop players. Right, westbound cars away. Oh, a truck. Take it.
Bring westbound partial way. We're sending over the
Westbound
grocery store.
Slice away. Left southbound Palomino. Braking, left east primary, left right. Lower eastbound San Andreas. Crossing over Elgin. Leaving square. Sliding all over the road. Bumpy ride. Eastbound over bridge, San Andreas. Left, northbound Airport Boulevard. Transition in, westbound Airport Boulevard. Still continuing westbound. Final Boulevard, sorry, left southbound Elgin. Westbound Spanish, right here. And westbound
Maple.
Boulevard.
Fuck you, Maple. Bitch ass Maple.
What the fuck? Yeah, he's calling me a bitch ass.
What the hell?
He said fuck you. He said fuck you, Maple, bitch ass Maple. That's what he said.
In Spanish. Hold on. Oh. Make a mistake that.
Into eastbound, Spanish comes towards medial, crossing medial, going towards medial now, slowing, crossing medial, comes towards right south of medial, sort of things.
You have enough units with you, Harley?
No problem.
Don't know what I thought for a second, it just looked really weird. Until he's southbound Elgin. Passing Swiss. Crossing San Andreas, comes towards Vespucci, crossing Vespucci. Oh my god, it was stick to his southbound. Taking a right westbound Adler. Bit. Westbound Adler. Crossing Alta, stick to westbound and Adler, comes towards Calais. And northbound Calais.
Like, east of the sheet.
westbound Vespucci.
Did I hit that bike?
Stopping.
No, you didn't.
Did I hit the bike?
You did not.
U-turning now going eastbound Vespucci.
It's a squishy.
Vespucci.
U-turn. Stopping by me. You're gonna run me over next time.
Given eastbound Vespucci.
Well,
Turn your left north.
Michael, tell him if he purposely runs him over.
Reggie, if you purposely run over Crystal, you're gonna get shot. You know that.
Listen, right? Right, listen. Here's the thing. I see a cop run in the middle of the road to lay down spikes, and I've got a heavy on the brake so I don't plow through them. I should just plow through the cunt if they're doing dumb shit like that, right? Use your car as cover. Don't be a fucking moron and run in the middle of the street so I gotta lock up and then almost get rear-ended for it, yeah? There's an idea. I think we're all on the same page on that. Thank you. Love you. Back onto it I go. You bitch.
Go to a northbound Alto.
Like weapon occupation.
Your car's covered, Crystal.
I basically said that, you know, I don't want to...
He's now going facing eastbound on the push.
He finds it very inconvenient to have to use the brake, it seems.
Southbound medial transitioning Elgin over the Empire Freeway, up to Silver. Twist to his southbound. Left eastbound San Andreas. Crossing out Strawberries to eastbound San Andreas, crossing Center. Into eastbound San Andreas, coming towards Popular. Past Popular, coming towards Supply. Supply heading to Rancho. So left-hand turn here. Left northbound, Mirror Park Boulevard. Doing West Road Drive, coming towards Nicola. Cross Nicola, cross West Road Drive, transition westbound Mirror Park Boulevard towards Glory Way. To Glory, crossing Tangerine, crossing York, Pacific Farm Drive. Passing it, sticking to the westbound on Vinewood. Coming towards Medial. Left, southbound Medial. Doing southbound Medial, coming towards me.
Take the left.
To the right, westbound. Oh, that was positioning. Taking left, southbound on Power.
I did not mean to hit him there.
Just got the corner, huh? Just got the corner, huh? Pulling out those tactics.
Slowly, I'm going to shipping is yelling.
I'm assuming that was accidental, right?
Reggie ran, is this?
What?
I'm assuming that was accidental, right?
Did you not hear me yell?
Okay, good. I just wanted to double check that. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, we're good.
Intentional.
Like southbound Power, passing the construction, between southbound Power, crossing towards Swiss, passing Swiss. Doing southbound Power, coming towards Vespucci.
I thought you try and keep speed. I thought it was going to keep straight.
So crossing Vespucci, heading towards Adams.
Arden BCB, Hover,
Right, westbound Adams Apple, crossing Alto. So, Calais.
I'm blocking right.
Southbound Calais. Left against it for Innocence. Transitioning eastbound Innocence. Left northbound LaPorta, going transitioning onto Olympic Freeway eastbound.
Units that are VCB on the Arden, code 6 for blocks.
Eastbound Olympic Freeway, crossing over Elgin.
Swap! Strawberry swap.
Strawberry. Yeah, it's down the primary vehicle as well. We've seen them shoot, so we'll take that one through the back as well if we can tell him. Get another unit onto that,
Grey 7.
yes, please, that'd be great.
On it. Give you a black entity. And a passenger.
Yeah, 411 and 407 on the Black Arden. We need 2 more attaching to this.
I'm with you.
And who's on the
Another
main
unit
vehicle? You
onto
still
that
on the
Jester,
Dasher?
that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Alright, Steel, go on the
Popular.
Jester, you 2 Stokes, and we'll keep what we have on the entities. Anyone
Well,
else?
you
We
keep
need
constant
1 more
after
for
a load,
parallel on the entity.
479.
We're right westbound Capital on the Black Jester. Wanna hurt me? Westbound Capital. Left Separate Davis. Westbound Innocence. Holding Innocence, passing 24/7. Calais. There's northbound Calais. And he's getting him away. He's not involved. Where? Westbound is Vespucci, right up that Palmier.
It's these flip might be total, 20 not total.
Or the North Portola on the Black Jester. A respawn, pushing BDP. Black Westbound.
We're on you for the Jester.
Almost on the Jester now.
Yeah, we got 2 on the Jester. We should be good for now.
I'm trying to go to the northbound lane. There's a between us. If you pass a red garage, you can be northbound of Porter, stand to ramps, stand by. Staying right, exit out to Palomino, stand by direction. Left, south on Palomino. San Andreas. The left, eastbound San Andreas. Crossing Calais. Crossing right, southbound Calais, past Senior Buns. Out towards us. Crossing Vespucci, sticking to southbound Calais. Crossing Lindsay. Into the left, eastbound Adams.
Yeah, so take Tertiary to repair.
Southeastbound Denny. Right southbound Alio.
Next, back out towards Alta. Right, northbound Alta under Olympic. Westbound Adams up. Calais past the construction, come towards Lindsay. To the left, going to westbound Lindsay, come towards Palomino. Right, northbound Palomino. Your left, westbound Vespucci. Northbound Ginger. Passing between you, entering Brown Garage eastbound. Going for the alleyway, sorry, exit out towards Palomino. Right, me left, eastbound, exit out towards Calais. Taking a right, southbound Calais, passing White Garage. Left, eastbound Vespucci, under La Porta Freeway. Left, northbound Red Garage.
Exiting east, San Andreas.
And it's right, me left, northbound Los Lagunas, entering Arcadius, eastbound VCB.
Three eastbound, left northbound, Parrot. Direction Alpha. Right, east
And
Integrity.
right, eastbound Integrity. Everyone's going to be VCB if they take the skip. And then 10 tunnel with speed.
Strawberry Avenue. Southbound Strawberry Inn.
Turning again, between southbound Strawberry, comes towards San Andreas, taking a left, eastbound San Andreas. Air 1 is 25% fuel, 2 bottle break for refuel at the moment, between eastbound San Andreas. Crossing over Popular, between eastbound San Andreas, coming towards Supply. Crossing Supply, heading towards El Rancho, so the time for a left-hand turn again. Left, northbound, transitioning Mirror Park Boulevard. Crossing Westfield Drive, transitioning northbound. Nicola, go transitioning westbound Mirror Park Boulevard. Slowing from Glory left, southbound Glory, on towards Bridge Street. Continuing southbound Glory, heading towards Harwick. So for a right-hand turn here, taking a right westbound Harwick. Crossing over Los Santos Freeway, coming towards Elgin, taking a right northbound Elgin. Coming towards Spanish, taking in left westbound Spanish. Crossing BU, also through westbound Spanish. Left, southbound Power. Coming towards Harwick. Taking a right westbound Harwick. Left, southbound Alta. Coming towards Occupation. Taking a right westbound Occupation. Now we should break up for a refuel now. Great, you got this.
Exit first hand by the Boulevard. Right northbound Sunlighter.
Harry, what was
Left
pit
westbound
speed at?
Harwick.
Pit speed's still 100. They haven't done it.
Okay.
Here westbound, to the westbound of the Peril. Right northbound, Rockford Drive. Pretty Spanish out.
Good save.
Southwestbound Spanish. Pretty Madrid Thunder. Right northbound Priscilla Drive. Into West Boulevard. Westbound West Boulevard. The Golden Parrot Primary Secondary. Left southbound. Steelway. May exit towards
Oh, I'm
Spanish
passing
Avenue.
out.
Right westbound exiting Madrid Thunder.
Oncoming lanes. 15, I think. I don't know anymore.
7 secondary. Golden Parrot Secondary. Primary. From Curtis Freeway upper towards Olympic. Taking Olympic eastbound. Correct lanes of Chapel. Eastbound Olympic Freeway, approaching Elgin exit. Passing Elgin exit, pushing public exit, Eastbound Olympic. Getting top of the exit. They sent it there. Crossing over Poplar and back onto Olympic. Speaking westbound, correct lane.
It is cars out. Jester's out in front of us.
Yes, back up with you.
Got 4 here.
Alright, we only got 2 on this main tour. We keep cars breaking up.
Westbound Olympic.
Class 2 firearms. Class 2 firearms.
Westbound Olympic, passing over LSPD unit, approaching Persa. May do the... Again, back to my position, just one. Yeah. Taking the right step for northbound Persa Freeway. Persa Peril.
Intruder, free intruder.
They're slowing heavily. They're going to take a into swap. They're into swap now. Black Fedoran. Black Fedoran. From this car. Looks like it's facing kind of south. I mean north direction.
See it?
I got it. Black color. Roar. Or Schlagen.
Any 10 units available to attach to Crystal?
Eastbound up Peril.
Crystal. We have two on the main vehicle. We need another one if we can get it.
Taking the exit east. Northbound Palomino for 5 way. Alright, eastbound Dorset, approaching Las Vegas. Right, stop on Las Vegas. Sandra. Last eastbound, right, stop on Peaceful, put Sushi. West of Sushi towards Hyatt. I'm on Alpha parking area, exit towards Alpha Street, left eastbound. Left northbound, exit to Sushi. Right, eastbound to Sushi. Right, stop on Alpha. Approaching Adams Apple. Left, eastbound Adams. I have 1 unit with me.
Bad. Left northbound Flyway.
Anyone's over here, you're doing northbound power.
Oh, more than that. Attached to us, southbound Rancho Boulevard. I'm so sorry.
Vehicle out, Vespucci, power alley.
Alright, westbound Vespucci. Brake comms if you need to.
I'll stay in my car, we got 2
Boulevard.
units open.
Supply Street Popular, left southbound Popular.
Wait, Perry, you want me with you?
Yes.
Yeah, I want you on with this the main tour again.
6. Yep, sorry about that.
Right, we just got split from pursuit. Westbound Capitol, left southbound Davis. Right westbound Innocence. Continuing westbound Innocence, high speeds, overpowered. Left, southbound, Alta Street, 50 in. Possible U-turn here, U-turn. Oh, going to the gas station. Westbound Innocence. Go.
Still westbound transitioning northbound Innocence, come towards Calais. Between northbound Innocence, come towards Calais now. Transitioning northbound, crossing Adams Apple, come towards Lindsay. Passing Lindsay, sticking between northbound, come towards Vespucci. Braking, taking a right eastbound Vespucci. Passing my garage. Passing my garage, coming to the other scene. Actually left northbound, also almost hit my program.
Please go.
Crossing Integrity, pulsing in northbound, holy shit, sticking between northbound, spun out, southbound now. Doing now southbound Elton. Right, westbound off road, heading towards Los Feliz. Left, southbound Los Feliz. Immediate right, taking westbound down towards Del Perro Freeway. Successful between now westbound Del Perro Freeway. Good shit, both you made it, stick to westbound Del Perro. Crossing on the Moonstar Way, 20 on the Palomino. That is true, they do pay us. So westbound on the Moonstar Way,
and
take
shoot it
right
out
off
the way,
ramp.
bump this car out of the stands. It's not hitting it.
Right northbound, Rock plus couple.
How many units do you have with your Crystal?
We have mostly interior Ocean King. They're getting into a great intruder. Looks like a local. Bound to end the
Moonstar Way.
Yeah, 4 units on this great intruder
The
now.
other thing is heading towards you guys now, so let's be mindful. South of Palomino. Making a right west of San Andreas. Making west of San Andreas, cross moves our way, left south deck.
This is the 3rd swap for the main vehicle. It's when we can even get it. northbound South Rocket, come towards Dutch London. Past the civilian dock, transitioning southbound Dutch London. Slowing left, eastbound South Arsenal. Taking Mutiny, eastbound. Going around, 6 eastbound Mutiny. Exiting out South Arsenal. Taking right, eastbound off road, head towards Davis. Doing eastbound Davis. Towards Autopia. Crossing, 6 eastbound Davis, transitioning left, northbound Strawberry. Crossing Carson. Crossing McDonald, oh my god. Taking a left, westbound, transitioning right, northbound Elgin. Under Olympic. Adams Apple, 6 northbound Elgin, crossing Vespucci, slowing heavily right, eastbound Vespucci.
Therefore, you can attach to us.
Crossing Sinas,
Okay,
eastbound Vespucci. Might be good. Taking a left, northbound Popular. Crossing under San Andreas, stick to northbound Popular. Crossing under Del Perro Freeway, going transitioning westbound Harwick. To westbound Harwick, passing Glory, crossing over Los Angeles Freeway. To the left, 22 still continuing westbound Harwick, crossing over Meteor. Crossing Power. Slowing left, southbound Alta. Doing southbound Alta, crossing over Occupation.
That's the big left.
Passing Integrity, southbound Alta,
Is
down
there a
to
good
San
place?
Andreas,
Hold right,
slow.
left.
Down San Andreas. Right, Catholic Power. Right, Catholic Power. Taking a left, eastbound Vespucci. Right, southbound Elgin. Right, westbound Under. Crossing Power, come towards Alta. Crossing Alta, passing the Banner Hotel, heading towards Calais.
I just lost it.
Right, northbound Calais.
I just lost the handle.
Westbound Lindsay. Crossing Palomino, continuing westbound Lindsay. Sticking right, continuing westbound, exiting out towards South Rockford. Continuing northbound South Rockford.
You got 6 units on the
Cross over
green
San
shooter.
Andreas.
Is this one?
We have one
This is
unit
the
on
road
the Schlagen.
I'm tailing behind.
What's the 20?
I'll attach to you.
I'm repairing as
Slowing
well.
left, westbound Cougar.
My car's out.
Past the Habib block, crossing over Prosperity, stick to westbound Cougar. Come towards Liberty, passing Liberty, come towards Bay City. May go for the freeway. Even slowing right, northbound Bay City incline. They're going for the highway blast. You're doing northbound Bay City incline. Staying on Great Ocean. Also in northbound Great Ocean Highway. Next to northbound Great Ocean. Passing Resort now, this is the northbound Great Ocean Highway, pulling an L1. Passing the Fleeker, stick to northbound Great Ocean Highway, come towards Chumash. Passing Chumash, stick to northbound Great Ocean Highway, passing Van Am Canyon. Pulsing in northbound Great Ocean Highway. Oh, 50 a little bit, still mobile though, to northbound, they lost a lot of speed there. To northbound Great Ocean Highway. Taking the bend now, heading towards Route 68, stand by. Didn't take it, continuing northbound Great Ocean Highway.
I'm north LS, passing Route 68 now, so if they continue to bleed, I should be able to
They're going to be entering the Zancudo tunnels 3, 2, 1, L1's VCB, then May U-turn.
Do we have anyone behind it?
Yeah, I'm coming up now.
Alright, keep sending it, everyone. Keep sending it.
I think they're full center, I didn't see the U-turn.
That's
Get
the
ready in
name
case
of
you
our
get
road.
cookies. Oh
Lost
no!
visual?
Yeah, we lost visual.
Dash, you didn't see anything?
Nah, we got Ghost Locals.
I'm still north LS,
Nothing,
passing. Oh my god, never mind.
All good, they're probably still heading towards you. Didn't see them at Hookies, I didn't see them going down towards the Castle Trail either. Could be going for the lumberyard though, so I was gonna cut across, see if we can
I've got Sandy. I've got Stab City.
Yeah.
What was it, the Black Schlagen, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you check the bridge under Hookies?
Hang on, very visual, we're trying to bring in visual.
Get him, Remy.
They were in between trees at the lumber mill. I'm trying to spot them again.
Someone got a grape seed as well. Maybe you should probably go there now.
I'm already in Polito.
Where's 760? I can cover that.
You should cover grape seed in case they go east.
479
Cassidy.
Trudeau.
Friend, it's you.
Especially around Lumberyard, for our last potentially seen. There's a lot of trees here and a little dark.
Hopping on the railroad into the lumberyard.
I'm pushing the tunnel for the North Columbia.
I'm gonna go into the actual lumberyard itself and check the buildings in there. Hello, everyone.
I was checking under that underpass there.
It could be worth checking Cassidy. They could go out of the train tracks, then you turn on Cassidy.
And I believe I saw them, they're still quite close to the main road. They're just tucked under a tree.
Did someone check the beach north of the lumber mill?
I stayed on Great Ocean outside Longville in case they're coming out.
If they knock Cassidy's trail, check the mountain top, and if we haven't seen them by then, we'll call it there.
We still have the local intruder with 3 suspects inside. Would you like comms?
Yeah, hold comms on that while the code says.
617 secondary, we are westbound Carson approaching Innocence, left, another left southbound Alpha.
How many units do you have on that?
4. Left, eastbound, taking the slip towards Davis.
I've got Schlagen coming out Stab City. It's only occupied one time though. He dropped off the
Hey, if
he
that's
dropped
the
off
case,
the
I'm gonna check around the code.
Hey, firm. Southbound Joshua Road. Let's have 2 units, code 6 for the suspect that's left in a bush somewhere. Most likely in the tunnel or somewhere in the lumber mill. And then we'll get the rest attached to the eastbound Route 68.
Okay, 766.
Yeah, someone's at the lumberyard already.
Passing Harmony now.
32 checking tunnel. I'll touch
Check,
you, Barry.
yeah, he could have jumped from the train tracks into the water at Cassidy Trail. Continuing on eastbound Route 68 approaching Sonora Freeway. Also checking any local cars leaving the area. Continuing still southbound Sonora Way, crossed over Sonora Freeway. Southbound Sonora Way approaching the power place.
Excuse me.
Do you have a description of the passenger?
And he's got a... Hold on, I'm focused.
Chaos Legion. Cut, right?
Was it the original
Chaos
primary
Legion
target?
cut, big black full mask. Yeah, that's the original primary target.
Yeah, firm, yeah, Black Cowboy hat as well.
Continuing southbound Palomino Freeway, proper lanes, passing the gas station. You can attach to the local pursuit Alice. I believe they could use another additional. Maybe they might have 4 on it. Just 10-12.
4 on.
Still continuing southbound
I believe
Palomino
that we
Freeway,
can go 60
approaching
bushels as well, Barry.
No problem. Elysian Field southbound. Braking, right, westbound. To Olympic Freeway westbound. Onto the lanes. Crossing over to Popular exit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Exit Popular. Left southbound Popular. Continuing southbound Popular, got a local patrol in front of me, he's got a lot of speed now. Right, westbound Innocence, VCB. Continuing westbound Innocence. Left, southbound Lowenstein. 50, continuing southbound Lowenstein, the one pole that doesn't break. Right, westbound Carson, I'm going to try to cut up and cut off.
23 southbound Covenant, BCB. No, it's westbound Grove, slow speeds. Taking the Grove skip, canals. PCB. They disabled on offense. He's westbound in the canals.
Is this the Schlagen? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Schlagen.
Cross under Davis, it'll be
all the way to Dutch Linden, all the way to Dutch Linden. It's 50 in, it just exited left southbound Dutch Linden. Visual of it is going southbound Dutch Linden all the way towards the freeway BCB. Possibly going onto it.
I'll take south from the east.
I'm on La Puerta.
Didn't see a Greenwich. The full 10 east is on there, so no.
I don't believe it came on to. I don't believe it came northbound. I don't think it came. So they're probably listening. Someone check, what do you call it? Tuner dock. You send it all the way to.
Yeah, I got you.
The four fields. I'll check tuner docks.
That's not good.
Aura at the Black Schlagen.
Yeah, not clear my flight.
Stand by. Alexander Davis. Black Schlagen was Alexander Davis.
So I'm coming down from Greater Highway as it comes north. It goes north.
Yeah, nothing all the way to Alpera.
Was the have the intruder?
10-9 Perry.
Do we still have the intruder?
Yes, northbound through Morningwood parking. Right eastbound through Morningwood parking, heading towards Dorset. Right eastbound Dorset.
We have the Schlagen going southbound Mirror Park Boulevard. Full sending VCB currently.
Found San Ann, BCB, it's crossing the bridge towards PD. BCB. Tavern parking, there were people running around.
Nice. Just past Tower, now over Alta. BCB over Las Lagunas.
I got Dutch Linden to come side.
Ferry.
So the vehicle flipped on Old Fuji.
I was in Palomino, did not go Palomino.
Total all the way to base A.
I think BDP or Dorset.
We only have 2 units, yeah.
You guys have lost chance to ask me back in the minus. Be ready.
Yeah, the
If
high
it comes
chance
on
they're
that,
gonna
then.
pick the intruder. I'll call intruder as well.
Intruder is now split eastbound with Boulevard.
They have the Schlagen going westbound, which Boulevard, passing Elias.
They just picked up one of the suspects from the intruder.
Full blasting was coming towards the speedy unit.
Oh, and send it all the way north. In particular, right? Left westbound on just like Marathon, BCB by Marathon. I'm gonna click from Red Desert. Southbound B3 Avenue, pushing San Andreas Avenue.
I got it.
Southbound Bay City Avenue. To Palomino, you can intercept on South Rockford Drive. Going by Palomino, left, eastbound Palomino Avenue, approaching Rockford Drive.
Going overhead, going continuing northbound Palomino, passing Viceroy. North South Rockford. Slowing right, 22 stick doing northbound Palomino, passing the apartment. Runs off Lindsay. Going right, eastbound Lindsay. Right, southbound Calais. Your left, eastbound Adams Apple. Also the Laporta. Doing eastbound, taking a right, south, under Olympic. Southbound Alta, coming towards Carson, taking a left, eastbound Carson. Crossing Forum, towards Strawberry, right. Left, northbound Strawberry. Doing northbound Strawberry, coming towards McDonald. Crossing McDonald's, taking northbound Strawberry. Crossing Innocence. Taking northbound, coming towards Richie. Crossing Vespucci, crossing a northbound Strawberry, coming towards San Andreas, braking left, westbound San Andreas.
Oh, that's not good.
Crossing over Elgin, sticking to westbound San Andreas, coming towards Powell, so right hand turn, which is still full setting at westbound.
Oh, jeez.
Alta, passing Arcadius. Crossing Integrity, sticking to northbound Alta, braking. Occupation, sticking to northbound Alta, coming towards Harwick, crossing Harwick. Echo, you guys see comms?
2-foot bales on the train tracks just by Adams Apple. A little bit gone.
Oh, one heading towards CM. I'm alone.
Yeah, hold comms on that one, Bomb. I'm staying with it there.
A decent amount of distance on me, but he's heading towards CMC now. I have my watch on, so I'm unsure. Now heading right towards Shorey Gas, right through an alleyway. Through the alleyway towards Shorey Gas, left back towards Shorey Gas now. The wall into the homeless camp area.
I'm 760 bar.
Inbound. I currently lost visual. I was unable to jump over the wall. He was behind the fence. I've got him again. He's in the homeless camp behind Shorby Gas. Back towards the train tracks now.
Up the train tracks, far?
He's now back on the freeway, heading back towards where they crashed out. He's still got distance on there. I gotta pick up on his boys.
I'm coming up.
We got 195.
Just yet.
Alice, you want to converse to them and just secure that scene for them?
82, I'm already here with them.
Nami.
There's still another foot pursuit or an ongoing pursuit with you guys?
Yeah, we have an ongoing foot pursuit on Olympic.
Foot pursuit Olympic.
And
got 2 mobile.
Yeah, we've got units here, so you can probably call yours.
Hey, we're still pulsing at eastbound Harwick, crossing over Los Lagunas, crossing Alta, pulsing eastbound still. Crossing Power.
Break when needed. Class 2 is involved, by the way. Just reminded everyone. Class 2.
Crossing Elgin. It's going to be VCB, lasting eastbound Harwick, leads out southbound Popular.
To supply?
Onto supply. And then taking a left eastbound San Andreas. Down towards Mirror Park Boulevard. Left northbound Mirror Park Boulevard. I'm going to cut across. To Mirror Park Drive. Stick to northbound. Crossing Nicola. Crossing East Mirror Drive now. Transitioning westbound Mirror Park Boulevard. Glory. Taking a left southbound Glory. Crossing Bridge. Continuing southbound Glory. Heading towards Harwick. We're right here. Continuing westbound Harwick. On the up. Facing eastbound now. Taking the Del Perro off ramp, stand by. Continuing eastbound Del Perro freeway, opposing lanes.
Taking eastbound up Park Freeway, opposing lanes to travel.
Excuse me, it's slow
southbound
as fuck.
Skills
No,
Freeway,
no,
opposing
leave me
lane.
alone. That's bullying. That's
Now the
bullying.
red lane is taking the Olympic
Bullying.
right.
That's bullying.
And taking right, we'll turn Olympic.
That's bullying.
I know, that's what I'm here to do.
Fuel 508 into westbound Olympic. Crossing over Popular.
I don't approve.
Crossing over
Reverse
Little
pit.
towards Adams up.
I don't approve.
Hold on.
Taking right to Adams up. And step up.
What do you want me to stop for?
In left, taking westbound Adams up. Left, southbound Power. That's the paint shop. Slowing left, eastbound Innocence.
Back on foot with the
Eastbound
other
Innocence,
suspect at
sorry.
the trooper station. We're I'm alone with him southbound, right westbound. He's got dead end. He's come back out. Come back out to Popular. We have backup units here. You're gonna take on to him.
I'm just trying to get to a pickup spot that I can't follow.
I'm gonna call your grandma and tell her what you're doing right now.
Keep calm, clear one.
Sorry, I was waiting for the Maples bomb. Sorry, can
Trigger's back.
Olympic. Crossing Vespucci, between
Oh my goodness!
Come towards the Park Freeway, passing down Park Freeway, continuing now westbound Highway. Come towards Glory. Crossing Glory, continuing westbound Highway, come towards Elgin.
He's fast as
Elgin,
fuck,
come towards
dude.
Meteor, braking heavily for Meteor, left, south of Meteor.
It's faster than my car.
Taking a right, westbound Occupation.
I don't think it's
Crossing
back
over
in
Power,
the
come
shooter.
towards
Oh, he's gonna taser. Oh, watch out. He's gonna taser.
left, southbound, Alton, 10 Crystal.
Please don't drive forward, Knuckle.
Hands
I
behind
think
your
it's picked up by
back. Do
intruder.
not
Leave me
resist.
alone, please.
Hey,
Please leave me alone.
Meow,
This
meow.
car is
Oh.
fucking
Doing
slow.
southbound Alton,
Leave
come
me
towards
alone,
Vespucci.
please.
Crossing Vespucci, passing Altitude Apartments, passing the Banner Hotel, come towards Adams Apple, crossing Adams Apple, under Olympic Freeway. Between southbound Altus, slowing left, eastbound Innocence, 20 right, westbound Innocence.
That's fast as fuck, dude. I can keep with him.
Slowing left, southbound, going
Did he
through
get out
the gap
again?
down towards the canals.
Yeah, he got back out the car and started running again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
It's like
thought
I'm
I
running
honestly,
back to my car.
I honestly thought he was gonna run into the trooper station and do a holdout, so that's why I
that
immediately
would've
got out with my
been
shotgun
funny,
and I chased his
Yeah.
ass down. So if he tried anything, I was gonna smoke his
Blast
shit.
him.
Angels,
Yep.
northbound Laporta Freeway, passing Red Garage on correct lane.
I'll
He's
run
like,
back
he
to my
ran
car.
right
Taking the
into
Palomino
this
off
little
ramp,
gap
stand by.
towards the trooper station. I was like, I know, no
Palomino, stand by
chances.
direction.
Yeah.
To right, northbound Palomino, over
Get in.
Unit
west.
on Bonner Wards intruder.
Hey, first taking right, eastbound Carson. Is how many years on that pursuit, Crystal?
Unit picked up Black Cap.
Hey, I'm taking a left, westbound Harwick. Crossing Eastbourne.
Go and probably go help them with that intruder. With this
Crossing Milton. Crossing a Rockford. Crossing Portola, crossing Mad Wayne. Still full sending a westbound, come towards Dorset, right,
Is
westbound
it fully
Dorset.
documented?
Yeah, got it.
Looking westbound Dorset, come towards West Eclipse. Left southbound Cougar, going transitioning westbound. Left southbound Morningwood.
Maple, why don't you
Perth, come towards BDP. Crossing BDP, come
Because,
towards Marathon.
Not in
Right,
drag?
westbound Marathon. Via left, southbound North Rockford. Crossing Red Desert, past the Health
The
Garage.
intruder. I have to up fuel.
Hey, now taking a left eastbound, San Andreas Air 1 is at 25% fuel. How many years from that pursuit now do you have to break off, Crystal?
Unit needs the unit Power Street, Pink Cage.
Okay, so you want to keep comms on the intruder now, just so you guys get a additional on there.
On
Southbound
Power
Power
Street by
Street?
Westbound. Through the construction site. Do you have any units attaching to this street?
Ready to.
Southern part of the construction. So then the southern part of construction of Alta and occupation.
Hey, firm. Intruders
Yeah,
all
keys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Morris, you can be fine to attach to that intruder as well.
Okay. No engine, it's recent.
Buckled in.
No, actually. I will be in a
Westbound
second.
off first with the first side. Still use one unit with the unit.
Okay. All buckled in.
First opposing. Break
Damn, I can't do it with
Gavin
her
needs to do for the main.
It's too heavy.
Yeah, I'm able to do it with the C7.
Yeah, this needs lightweight to do that, I think.
unfortunate.
No, you're alright. You leave me here until unless
Oh, we're
she
going
I
out
can
here.
drive
Let's
it
just
back if you need me to, and she's there.
Oh yeah, you can just drive it. Just follow me.
I'll follow
Gonna
you.
break off the fuel patch.
Well, I
I can
kind of
keep
need to.
yours now.
We need to get this car back to MRPD.
We're taking
honestly.
exit for
Unless
westbound.
this is
Don't
Well,
worry, they're
how
gonna
about I
do
drive
some
this, you
of-
drive
that's
that.
the
They're
sweet
It's just a
back.
local car. It wasn't one of theirs, I don't think.
Oh, that's so beautiful watching them do that.
I know. I love when he fucks that up. They're southbound.
Oh, it's just a local car. Never mind. I don't care for this. Yeah, I don't care for this.
Freeway. Dropping down to lower.
Follow me. Follow me.
Southbound approaching Innocence off ramp.
That's good.
Yeah.
Left. Continuing eastbound Innocence. Passing Norfolk Street. Right southbound Strawberry. Approaching Maze Bank. Left, East Utopia. Staying on Utopia, heading down underneath the Dutch London. Transitioning west. Heading
I brought you your ride along, Odette.
Oh, you're
I'm sorry,
so
Richard,
amazing.
very
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Infantry,
mate.
northbound
upper power VCB.
Still mobile. Westbound at the car park.
We're comfortable on this car if you want to keep comms on the VCB car. If you can get them close.
Yeah, we got it, leading down from Pillbox below Pillbox Strawberry.
Hey,
Left off on
gas.
Strawberry. Northbound LS.
Crashed again.
And Adam's Apple, cross over the center, come towards Strawberry.
Who the fuck this is?
Splash the switch here.
Strawberry.
I'm not gonna make it.
If you're continuing westbound, Vespucci, good attempt though, left south on Elgin.
Hello?
Taking a right westbound,
Hi,
Adam's
I
Apple.
was definitely not just about to
Speedy
take
jam,
a
crossing
picture
power.
with your car to look cool for aura points.
Going right northbound Alta, past the Banner Hotel.
Okay.
Towards Vespucci.
Sorry.
Anyways, between northbound
carry
Alta,
on.
come towards
Carry
San Andreas.
on. Yes, carry on.
San Andreas,
Thanks.
between northbound Alta, crossing Integrity.
Who's that?
U-turning, heavily braking, now southbound.
Jordan Miles. Who that is?
You got on too fast when they had to stop. Continuing
We
southbound,
keep it a
past
crash.
San
We
Andreas,
keep it a crash. I want to go. I was actually okay.
crossing San Andreas.
I'm gonna go get gas. That's what I was gonna do. I was
Braking
going
left, eastbound
to their
Vespucci.
park to get gas, and then I'm just gonna
Left
log out
northbound, power,
because,
taking low power, then paywall.
I keep crashing. And I'm
Continuing
gonna
northbound,
go-
low power, VCB.
And I kind of want to go play Power.
Or Banner Power.
Now, mild issue when it comes to our Power playing.
If I go to westbound, Del Perro Freeway, right lane to travel. Crossing
Our
westbound,
server
taking the
is
LaPorte
not
ramp, stand by.
active at the
Continuing on
moment
LaPorte.
because there was a Power World update.
Okay,
Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Make the jump down to Palomino and make the Del Perro. Going exiting out to Del Perro westbound.
Edda's still sleeping on the floor in here. Yeah.
Did you speak to Davenport and come to a conclusion or no?
I did. From everything I've spoke with Davenport about, we're kind of on. He's given me the go ahead to do whatever I see necessary. We don't need his approval for it.
Okay.
If we want to let him go. I told him that I'm going to talk with a few people over the course of this week and come to a decision on Victor over the course of the week. He explained to me when it came to that scene that that Reggie was not being easy and was kind of fucking with Davenport. And Davenport was kind of giving it back to him. So
Yeah.
it was getting a bit complicated and convoluted. But we're also on the same page in the sense that every time Victor takes steps forward, he takes steps back, and he just is in this perpetual cycle of never actually progressing or developing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
right.
So I'm gonna give it this week. In regards to he fucked up with the call to make high-speed pits. There's no question about that. Whatever it is with Victor, it's just, like I mentioned to him how you said, got a bleeding heart. It's like, it makes it even harder with him trying, but you bring up a very, very good point in the sense that we need to look after ourselves too. And having a conversation about Victor every fucking week, it begs the question, once again, is this something we would do with any other officer? Would we tolerate it with any other officer? And unfortunately for Victor, I think that we have come to the end of the line with it.
And it's going to sting and it's going to fucking hurt. But we can't, like I said, we can't keep pouring into it when we need to pour into other areas.
Yeah. I almost feel like we're missing out on training our cadets because we're having to deal with Victor.
Yeah.
As you've outlined, you believe he's a liability out in the field. Davenport said he's very hit or miss. And yeah, and when I had the conversation with Sky, she outlined, she was like, well, the big thing you need to look at is he a liability out in the field? You know, is his performance causing problems? And I do think at this point it is. I mean, Perry even mentioned during the conversation I had with him, Perry wouldn't be surprised if morale would increase if we let Victor go.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people that have some very strong opinions against him, and when he's on duty, just snap. They get frustrated.
Yeah.
So I've had multiple conversations with people where I'm like, just calm down. You know, we need to take a step back for a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep on it and hopefully I can catch a couple other people down. I don't even know any other people's perspectives. Davenport's giving me the green light. I'm gonna sleep on it and just make sure that this is the decision to make. But
yeah.
I think, although it's a minor straw, I mean it is a straw that breaks the camel. Oh. Either she crashed or ejected. Is Helen with her?
I think she just fell asleep in the car for a second.
She passed out? Okay. I wasn't sure if she passed out or if she fucking ejected or
No,
something.
she's passed out. I just put the car forward a little bit on the corner so she can wake up peacefully. So she'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Alright, speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.